Holland, hup. Laat de leeuw niet in zijn happy staan. Hup, Holland, hup. Je trekt die leeuw toch geen pantoffels aan. Hup, Holland, hup. Hi everybody, good evening, good afternoon, good time zone to all of you. I hope you guys had a good weekend. Yeah, weekend. That Holland is dancing, right? Don't worry. We won't jump straight into the presentation. Dutch karaoke version 2. Nah, that's just the Dutch cheers, you know. Let me say hi to everybody first, and then I'll explain what's going on today. You may notice it's kind of a mess, but that's fine. That is okay. Let's see. Let me say hi to everybody first. Hey, Steve, congrats on first. Hey, look, hi, Fisher, hi. Hi, Generic, hi, Nai, hi, Forza, hi, Ferry, hello. Hi, Niels, hi, okay, Wakwako, hi, see, hi, Deem Spawn, hello. Hi, Strength, hi, Ketchup, hi, Matt. Hi, Caddis, hello, and good evening. There's no French fries. Hi Astrofan, hi, don't worry, I don't think YouTube will strike me for this. Hey Master of Noobs, hi Hexek, hi Polka, hello. Welcome in. Unlike regular Joe, this Joe is Dutch, this is true. Hey Versa, hi Amref, hi Fairy, hi Swiss, hello. Hi Vegas, hi Cardboard, hi Ratio, hi Fox, hi Phoenix, hi Meadow, hi Frogon, hi Penta, hi Look. Thank you so much for the race up, please enjoy your emotes. Hi Frisbee, hi Quest, hi Garda, hi Kasare, hello. Hi Bajango, hi Yambakin, hi Yafo, hi R2, hello. After 206 bones, the stream will steal all the bones. I don't ask questions. Hi R2, hi Hako, hi Sarah, hello. Good morning. Hi Anasu, hi, is the mayo? Yes. Hi Deep Priest, hi CG, hello, happy Koningsdag. Hi Rachel, thank you so much for the resub. I really do like God Joro, right? I'm ditto color personality wise. I've always been cool and punky and dark. That's my tunie, you know. Hey Marfus, hey, go the Mighty Dutch. But I really do quite like this outfit. It's very cute. I think it matches quite nicely. Oh, if I click out of the screen, it immediately pauses the presentation, huh? Hey Lord Flo, hi, welcome in. So, great host. Every time you turn in, it's a great tweet. Thank you, Matt. Thank you. So today will be a little bit relaxed, a bit of a yap, a bit. I'm just gonna tell you guys about Dutch things, but I hope it will be entertaining. Hey Rex, hey, lost your outfit. Thank you. Would be good for Guitar Hero or Rock Band. True. Actually make it so that you guys can see it a bit better. Oh no, but there's spoilers. Can't let you guys see it. And tell us you'll make this presentation during a lunch break. This is a presentation I made during my lunch break. Thank you so much for the biddies. Thank you. How's my voice? Okay. It's okay, mostly. So before we get into it, you guys may be wondering, why Dutch? Why today Dutch Day? Well, that's because today's Koningsdag. Koningsdag. And ostensibly, this is the birthday of the king, but nobody is really like celebrating the birthday of the king. It's not really what people care about. It's more like a national holiday. The closest thing we have to, like, you know, the 4th of July, where everybody gets orange and dresses up. It used to be Queen's Day, back when we had a queen. It wasn't even her birthday. They changed it for the king. But, you know, apparently there's a concert, so I guess people gather. But that's not what most people do on Koningsdag. I've never been in a crowd like this. You know what most people do on Koningsdag? Mercantile. Koningsdag. It's about the flea market, baby. This is true Koningsdag. This is what, for people who don't know. During Koningsdag, the Netherlands turns into 90% flea market. You are legally allowed to set up shop anywhere and go capitalism. Yes, I did used to buy games from there. But unfortunately, with the advent of internet and scalping, they started knowing what the true value of games was. So I don't think you can get good deals anymore these days. But yes, it's the day to sell your junk. We teach our kids early to become true capitalists. And like, you know, sell your old stuff, buy new stuff. You go around, you sell it, you buy it. That's how you go. Everybody's selling their fleas today. Hi, Lineful. Hi. Thank you so much for your resub. Of course, it's also a day to dress up in orange and to eat tompus, which I'll be telling you guys about later. But yeah, it's basically like a nationwide garage sale. Can you sell food? I think you can. Like, I've seen people sell lemonade and stuff. Hi, here's a go. And it's basically a free day off. And hi, Lollipop. Hello. So, I decided it was okay for Buns to also participate in the spirit of Koningsdag. So you guys are allowed to set up your flea market today as well. And because you're allowed to sell literally anything. So it seems like you guys are selling a bunch of your old accessories that I've given you. For many distant streams past. Hey, Big Buddha. Hey. But the old stuff can still come in useful someday. But it's okay, because other buns will buy it and then they can wear it instead. And you can buy the old stuff and wear it like new. I don't know what you're talking about, Telly. Are you in the wrong stream? That's very off topic. I'm selling Umishi milk since it's legal today. It's not legal. You can only sell things that are legal to sell. You cannot sell things that are illegal to sell. Would never sell out your stuff. Not to each other. You're missing out on the good deals there. Hi, Big Buddha. Hi, Lineful. Hello. And thank you so much for the resub. Please enjoy your emotes. Hey, let's not see. Hi. Google blast me with a bunch of orange lions and crowns. Hell yeah. That's Koningsdag, baby. Get yourself penny milk. Technically not illegal. Everyone stole the car. You don't usually sell high ticket items. Considering it's basically like a big flea market. Somebody might try. I don't think people will have the cash on hand to buy one. Yeah, the law unsurprisingly still applies on days like this, I'm afraid. Yes. Can we sell Boncoin on the flea market? You shouldn't, it's a scam. Saying dirty doujinshis of Jorunna? No! That's not legal. Because you're not allowed to resell them, only buy them. We sell anything as a young slug. Let me tell you the story of the first time I ever experienced sadness. to my memory. You guys remember those like fairies that you like pull the string to like spin them? Yeah, Elka, come in. Remember those? So like one Koninginnedag, basically like I was selling like old toys and stuff, as like my mom would like tell me my brother to do, because then we'd like, you know, be able to buy new toys with the money we made. And initially I'd include the fairy, but halfway through the day I decided to think, nah, I don't want to sell that. So I was like kind of like shuffling it away in the back of like my picnic blanket, because I was like, no, I want to play with this later. So all day the fairy did not get sold. And my mom, very sweet that she is, at the end of the day saw like a little girl walking around and going like, oh, like when we were wrapping up, it's like, oh yeah, you can have this one for free, and gave the fairy away. Because I hadn't told her that I had been intentionally withholding it. Broke my heart. Absolutely emotionally devastated. My fault for not telling my mom, but she was just trying to be nice and like this nice thing to a little girl. I gotta say hey. But yeah, that's the first time I remember crying. Emotional damage. Yeah, no, the drama. No profit from it either. Was my most memorable buy. I used to actually buy games and stuff from it. You know, before people started double checking their price on eBay. You used to be able to get pretty good deals, like, you know, old N64 games, PlayStation games and such. That's what I would usually be on the lookout for. Sometimes Game Boy. Hey Lambase, hey Emergency. There was one year that they were selling like a lot of, what you call them, Skylanders. This story explains a lot about you. I mean, it's, you know, these things are very dramatic when you're a young slug, but they're kind of silly once you're older, you know. But yeah, it's kind of like a car boot sale. You guys should have background music now, I think. Yeah, but that's maybe a bit too grim for today. Let's do a more cheerful music. There we go. Yeah, that's how we learn. That's how we learn. How we live and learn. And it's the first time I experienced loss. As they say. You really enjoyed the single Mega Man leg. I thought I was quite inspired putting one up. How to unsee the Poland flags on top. But it's a Dutch flag, there's blue there. Don't know how to spell Netherlands. You did it right the first time, don't worry. Hey Space, welcome in. You can also write Holland, I won't tell. What's the Dutch flag? That's the Dutch flag! It's orange! Your orange flag is also the de facto Dutch flag as well. Because, the royalty is orange. We use it for our football and stuff. Hey Space, say hey, if you did one today, would you do it? No. From now and forever, I've always been a bit of a hoarder. Nah, just kidding. I do have like some old merch that I would probably sell, but other than that. Yeah, many flags are the same 3 colors, but flipped. Exactly. Can I sell performative art? Yes, actually. Many kids get encouraged by their parents to like go play the flute for like donations on KONINGSDAG or KONINGSDAG. So yes, you can actually go perform outside and do some performative arts. Bossy, thank you for the follow. Thank you. Rapa de Jorgo, that's me, you squishel. Anything but recorder, yep. The blue blends in too nicely with the ocean. It's a good ocean. National holiday is just being a big time to sell your force fate band and being kept up by fireworks. Exactly. Like I said. Apparently there's concerts. I've never been to one. Real Dutch people are out there doing business. Doing capitalism all day on the KONINGSDAG. The biggest legalized flea market in the world, basically. Hey Kari, hey Night, hey. Playing flutes for money, you're the Dutch gnomes, yes. Biggest, thank you so much for the resub. Please enjoy your emotes. Happy KONINGSDAG. Go and become the King of England as well. Willem van Oranje was like pretty much everywhere. He was a pretty big deal. Hey Niels, say hey. Hey. But no, I technically do have like a bag of things that I should sell and get rid of eventually. But just not the motivation to like walk all the way to the appropriate stores to go sell all of it. Because I don't like doing like online sales. It's too mendoxide. It's too much effort. You know. I'm still in the karaoke booth. Oh! Maybe. Oh. Wait, in that case, don't tell me that Lutra was in the karaoke booth too yesterday, right? Sell all my old gaming things, investments. No, I never sell any of my gaming stuff. I'm like confused because look like a Russian flag. Actually, from what I understand, the Russian flag was based on the Dutch flag. Because the king was a fan. So that is not entirely unintentional, I suppose. Don't sell the bag of buns, they'll be used like stress balls. Nah, the buns are mine only. Buns aren't for sale. Buns aren't for sale, you know. It's a kind of pain dealing with the messages. Wait, oh yeah, for online stuff. I don't like communicating. It's like bad enough to buy stuff. It's even worse if you want to sell something. Hey, hello. Thank you so much for the membership. Please enjoy your emotes. And we'll sell a mosh pit. And a pizza. Hell yeah. The actual bum march is basically already a stress ball. Exactly. My stress ball. Hey, Awaken. Hey. Not the new gen, the old stuff for this generation will be cooked with the brain rots. I'm not giving the new gen anything. It's my stuff. They can get their own. Yeah, I also don't like dealing with the post office. That like takes my entire lunch break. Lithuania's not in karaoke mode. Good. It was based on the Statenvlag. That's right. That's history, baby. One's only for 2. Just bring a ditto and take as many as you need. Hey, 안녕하세요. Hey. And Spirit, thank you for the follow. Thank you. Oh, I dropped my glasses. But if I wear the glasses while I'm in my god outfit, I look like a nerd. Hey, Skatina. Hey, welcome in. She just bring all the good stuff to show up, exactly. Does Lance have mystical creatures? Oh yes, plenty. But that's not the topic of today. Today we'll be talking about other stuff. I mean, even if I talk with the bangs, I still look like a nerd. Look at this nerd, take it. Can't even go to posters on our lunch break because they close for lunch. Oh man. It's still Bruna J? Nah, it's still God's Bruna J. God's reading book. The camera away. So are you guys gonna put on my glasses to read your messages? What's in the Pokeball? That's a mystery. Neckdown's emo, the rest is orange nerd. Oi! What are your glasses for? So you can read? So you're reading? Damn nerd over here. Morning Wolf, welcome in, welcome in. Take a sip of my drink. Can you blush too? Why? So I look even more like a nerd, huh? Huh? I'm not too old to wear this, I swear. Hey Scorpio, say you wolf, are you really? Hey. Big Bahamut energy. True, Bahamut is pretty cool though, so that's fair. That's why blue wasn't the flag of the Imperial was here long ago. They changed it. You're not a nerd, though I am a nerd though. I'm not denying it, but I was hiding it pretty well, you know? Hey, Clueless, say hey. It's worse, you look like a hipster. No, but hipsters don't exist anymore. They went extinct, no. You're allowed to use the glass side fault instantly. Hey, Clueless, say hey. Nerd, cool and cute. What about jocks? I don't think I look like a jock right now, unless you had very different jocks at your school. Yeah, I think hipster now is mainstream. I think hipsters have gone extinct. I don't think they exist anymore. You know, hipsters used to be a thing, but I don't think they are. They're alive and thriving in my city? Really? I think they went extinct a long time ago. I think I never see a hipster anymore these days. We did meet a hipster in Stalker, that's true. But Stalker is a game from nearly 20 years ago, so... Yeah, I need the lumberjack shirts and the thick rimmed glasses and stuff, you know? I can't be a hipster! My glasses are too thin! The hipsters have like the thick black frames. Like, I don't have the right frames for being a hipster. You know? He looks good. Thank you. So clearly, I'm not a hipster. You're in the Grazi Empire. What does that mean? You look like someone's about to sing about system and punk songs. Hi MP, hi. I don't know what girl hipsters look like. It's like the flannel shirt, thick rimmed glasses, long loose hair, ripped jeans, I think. Is that what hipsters are? I forget. You know. Oh, I'm the Great Sea. That's true. I wouldn't see hipsters too. I don't think hipsters are usually bald. Though I guess some hipsters are bald. I guess. I always just associate the lumberjack look with hipsters though. Lumberjack makes you look more nerd than gods. You know, there's nerdy gods out there. Like I used to be. You look like an undercover sea slug empress. No. What? Me? No. Means you ain't the hippie? They simply conquered the planet, became the new normies. I think that's it. I agree. They definitely set some trends. Actually, let me show you guys some things. Millennial look is millennial, but like millennials were also the hipsters, so. We've got some, speaking of this sweet look, we got some fan arts. So first of all, there's some buns on the the camera controls during the concert. I should have never let you guys control the camera. The hipsters never recovered from the Starbucks habit, no. The zoom button is broken. I think you guys are using mallets to hit the zoom. Hey, page, hey. We're called a bunch? Sure you are, sure. And show some cool trick with our finger skates. Exactly. Those are the emo girls. That's true. Over there was like a bit of overlap, you know. Thank you very much, Amra, for this one. It's very cute. I like it. And we also got another one. This one! I'm getting my blue sponge treat so I can keep nice and poisonous. I think this one is very, very cute as well. Hey, my glass, hey. Not our fault your big fork got cut off. Oi! Please keep feeding me blue sponge, thank you. It makes me extra poisonous. Thank you. Can I reapply for the shirt fun job? No, I think it seems you got fired or fell off or something. I forgot what happened. We keep seeing his food. We can reduce the poison. Nah, I still eat plenty of burgers. Couldn't find a big enough lens. Aww. Look like you don't want it? No, I am excited. I'm surprised. I'm thrilled. It's a special treat and I didn't think buns would be so sweet. To give me a nice little treat before the game night, you know. Hey, if I know, hey. How about the honest your buns up? There's none like that. Maybe a cute Joe will be next time. Oh yeah, thank you so much. Wish I could be a blue sponge. What, to get eaten? Good luck at the Dr. Hellcast. Hey. Welcome in. But yeah, I think this one is really cute. I love it. I'm probably gonna put it on my schedule. Speaking of schedule, haven't finished it yet, sorry. I can give you guys a tentative idea of what it will be like. Hi, fijne Koningsdag. Enjoy the Koningsmarkt. Look, I even set one up on screen. Hey, Lotus, welcome in. Hey, Blue. Welcome. Hi, Kamessa. Still waiting on potential collabs for the week. I think I've sorted those out. For now. I know there's at least one next week. Feel like a bone would only turn into a sponge if they were sick. No, that would be so sad. Hey, Kritos, I'm not playing League of Legends for the whole week. Can at least open the bunny bear so I can go there, get drunk, and tell the bunny girls got fired. I heard the report from Lutwell. I'll get on that. I'll make sure to put the bunny bar in the castle. Yes, Golden Week is next week. Indeed. Actually, it's starting this week, kind of. Hey, Jessie. Hey. So, for this week, there will be stream tomorrow. But it will be short stream. Because I'm gonna be picking up the last of the dittos from Amoria in the evening. But I'm not meeting her till later, so we can still stream shortly, but then I do have to go rescue the dittos. I am considering trying to wake up early and starting stream an hour earlier, so stream isn't too short. But I do have to pick up the dittos in the evening. So that will be a shorter stream overall tomorrow. Now Wednesday will probably be the day I don't do a stream, and then the rest of the week is probably gonna be stream. Yeah, that's tentative schedule right now, probably. Yeah, wake up early. God, it's so bad. I actually had sleep paralysis this morning. I wound up oversleeping because I couldn't wake up. It was terrible. It's been a while since I had one. Looking forward to the next event, Pokop. Yeah, haven't had the time, man. Haven't had the time. Might miss the whole thing because I missed the first 2-3 hours now. No! At least you'll have to vote. Didn't empty your box yet, but I did a little bit of cleaning. Well done. Quick, sell more junk. The Empress covers her butt collapse. Hi, whistling. Hey, go fit. Thank you, Azzy. Thank you. But yeah, no, sleep paralysis, it was bad. Well, it was bad. Hey, Koala. Hey. That thing where it's like you're being pulled out of the bed. No, it was a thing where my eyes were open and I was like looking into the room, but I couldn't move or wake up. Yeah. I'm like, oh no, I need to get to work. She really forced me to wake up an hour earlier. Her cruelty knows no bounds. You guys think I'm being cruel? I whistling like because I thought we could start an hour early because otherwise stream only 2 hours, but then we can maybe stream 3 hours. You know? So stream not too short. Is that bad? That way we can have like slightly longer stream. So I figured, that'd be nicer. Make an innocent bum wake up at 4 AM. But then you can go to sleep again a few hours later. You out of mind, just got used to it. I haven't had sleep paralysis in a while. Stream on the train. She hates us. I'm not doxing myself. She's not doxing herself. She hates us. Maybe some buns were hiding in the comforter and stopped you from moving. Maybe that's it. Were you guys holding me down? That's naughty. I need to get to work. I also had sleep paralysis where I could not get out of the bed, but my hands were scrolling through Twitter. I had sleep paralysis where I could not get out of the bed and I could like gaze upon my work laptop, but not like actually reach. Best way to wake up is to kick your leg. Well, the best way is to like wiggle a finger or toe, but it's been so long that I forgot about that. Meg would have gladly doxed herself for us. This is not a good habit. Meg should not be doing this. And a strange dream logic. Dream logic always strange. I think like near the end of my dream it was all conceptual. Like you ever dream like a concept? Yeah. Can't be explained, I'm afraid. Well, now I do feel like a hipster saying that, but... Hey Angie, hey, you went full mom mode with her. Gotta do my best to be a cool older sister, you know? So I count to 3 and seizing my body to try and wake it up. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I see. Maybe the buns are living my wall. You just need the bun to sleep next to you to help you up from the paralysis. I need to set more alarms. I need to set more alarms so that like something can forcibly shake me awake, basically. When the paralysis kicks in. Because like those 20 minutes can feel like an eternity in the sleep, you know. Older sister compared to Nick, yeah. She's like baby. Hey Sivan, hey. And I'm big Nason to everyone, you know. Let's think about Joro, which makes Bun relax for a hug and breaking the paralysis. Good thinking. Buns keep eating the wild blaster. I'm Joro Nason. Don't know what that is? I had a collab with her recently. You can check it out. The VOD is up from like just a week ago or the week before, very recently. She's a purple dog. Got one of those places that shock you when the alarm goes off. The problem is in between the alarm going off. That's when it gets you and it feels like hours. You know, yeah, I got to get the earthquakes to the right schedule. Thank you for saying that to me twice. You're welcome. And thank you for the shout out for Nick. That's the purple dog. As a guy who claimed he had lived a whole lifetime in stream, wife, kids and everything. You know, I'd had something similar to that once. It makes you wake up really depressed. If you like, have like it happened to me once or twice where you like dream like several months of an entire relationship and then you wake up and you're alone and you're like, well, I'm sad now. I got really invested in that one. Hey, can steal extra hellos? Stop stealing my hellos. Who was it? Random dream stranger. Not a real person. Just mysterious dream stranger I never see again. You know, we have an extra Dutch, extra high. Hey. Hello. Then you woke up to the single reality, right? And then you have to go to work. Maybe it was you guys. Maybe it was Bun. Maybe it was Egg. It's like Alice in Wonderland, right? You know, it's also been raining quite hard. I've been worried that the palace might have a leak somewhere. Which I'll have to get checked out, maybe. Sorry, guys, it was me. God dang it. Can I request 5 hellos? Hello, 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 hello. I don't get sleep paralysis, but I do sometimes get dreams where I feel intense pain. Oh, I've had that. I've been shot in my dream before. It really hurt. Yeah, I need to report it. The bun is wearing my bun hat. Yeah, they're dressed up because they're celebratory. And I thought it was a cute way to dress the bun up. I hope you don't mind. Once when I ate 5 pounds marshmallow, then I woke up and my pillow was gone. You ate your whole pillow. You ate your whole pillow. It's Joe in the alternative Joe universe, yeah? Hey, Neo, hey. Ain't you Dutch? Sure am, baby. Sure am, though I live in Japan. Have you ever dreamed where you were super thirsty and kept drinking things in your dream and then nothing worked? No, I've had worse. I've had dreams where I was super thirsty, but I couldn't swallow. And like, you're trying desperately to drink, but your throat just rejects the water. And but you're dying and you need to drink so badly, but you can't swallow. That's the worst kind of dream. I've just been getting those strange argument dreams when your planets got turned into a museum. Argument dreams are the worst because like you get in an argument with somebody and then you wake up mad. You know, you wake up still being angry. So what do you do on King's Day? Come on, you sell your stuff. It's basically a nationwide flea market. And I'm sleeping was dreaming so much. My sleep was even more tiring. I feel that. Ever beaten your dream, wake up in the fear that happened IRL? It's never happened IRL, but there is a fear, right? Never had an argument dream. It's the worst, like, if it's someone you know, like, I'll have an argument with my mom in my dream and, like, I wake up sad and, like, angry. I'm like, but it didn't even happen. This argument didn't exist. You know? It's like, it's terrible. It's like, how dare my dream do this? It's so mean. Also because often so absurd. Exactly. You like desperately try to argue back against the absurdity. Hiya Raiders, welcome in. I'm Jorunna. I'm a sleep on here, play retro games sometimes, and today we're celebrating KONINGSDAG. Welcome in. We're playing some games and demo. Hiccups, my bad. I hope you had a good time with games and demos. What were you playing? Maybe just trying some new stuff. Only once I get where you fall and wake up. I don't get those anymore. I just keep falling. Never ending. Oh yeah, when your limbs are way down the dream, it's rough too. Or when you're like super slow, like you're trying to run but you can't run. Or you're trying to scream but no sound comes out. Or like you scream too quietly. Yeah. Sorry, we're talking about dreams. Hiya Raiders. Hope you guys had a good stream. Nightmare was ripped apart and woke up. Oh god, it's terrible when you can feel pain in your dreams, you know. It's terrible when you can feel pain in your dreams. I'm terrified after my dream doing the merch pat down. Oh god. I hate when pains are happening. Especially because it's like, oh man. I was trying to run but you can't move your legs. Yeah, no, it's the thing is like in my dreams, it's never can't move my legs. It's always like body can't go fast enough, so you're kind of running in slow motion. You're running way too slow. And it's like, that's the part. Yeah, and like the dreams where you want to scream, but your body can't move. Or like you're screaming, but your voice is coming out like super quietly, and you can't like make a proper sound, you know? And you can't scream. Where you're falling and reach out with your feet and suddenly wake up in panic because nothing was there. Thank you for the pats and hugs. And he's like, why am I so slow? Right. You're scared I'm actually screaming like a madman. That's the other thing. It's like, if you're screaming the dream and you're awake... Well, I don't have to worry about it anymore because I don't live with my mom anymore. But back when I lived with my mom, I was like, oh no, if I start screaming in my dream, will I scream in real life? Hey, SW on both sides. Welcome in. And good morning, Droxy. Hey, Darksec. You have any more recordings? No, actually. Like, recently, I haven't talked much in my sleep. Though I think that, like, maybe my sleep recording app has gotten worse. Hey, Lynn, hey, because I did try to test that a while back, and it didn't pick something up when I knew I said something, because I woke myself up saying it. So I think, like, either I've stopped talking in my sleep as much, or, like, my sleep recording apps just don't record well anymore. Because, like, I haven't had, like, anything new in, like, a pretty long time at this point, so... the bad case of insomnia, I could jolt up the experience moment would fall asleep. Oh no! I used to get like really bad sleep paralysis where I would like hit the paralysis like immediately the second I go to sleep. Which gave me like mild sleep fear for a while. May the KONINGSDAG be delicious, yes! I had a dream where I knew someone for months, but I have once where I can't move and my throat won't let me stream. Right? Those are rough, those are rough. Phones are too full of ditto pictures. Do you remember what I said? No, not at all. Hey Nix, hi. Mostly because that was like several months ago where I remember that happening. And I think I even mentioned it on stream. But yeah, I think like the apps might have gotten worse, or maybe I need a new phone. My phone is pretty old, so maybe my phone just doesn't record well anymore. Hey Epion, yeah, you welcome in. When dream about not being able to run fast, it's because bum feeds are being nefarious. Acting as ankle weights, I see. Never got sleep paralysis. Hope it stays that way. I've heard like something like 1 in 3 people will experience sleep paralysis at some point. It's very common, though less common to have it frequently, but very common to have it happen at least once. Hey Immortal, hey. So like I guess keep your fingers crossed that you like the 2/3 that it doesn't happen to. The chances are high. It will happen one day, but ever experienced a classic losing teeth in your sleep? The losing teeth in your sleep is like so bad because it always feels so realistic. Like it's always like, it's like a tooth feels loose, right? Like it's never like losing them, but like you can feel like in your dream it's like loose and you're afraid it's gonna come out, right? And it feels so realistic every time, like so realistic it's almost like it actually happened, like fake memory style. Most of my nightmares are about people being angry. I mean, to be fair, my current most frequent nightmares are me getting into arguments or fights with friends or family, so I think that's normal, probably. Need to book my dentist appointment. I probably should too. Ever flown in my dreams? Pretty often, actually. I'm actually, generally speaking, pretty good at lucid dreaming. So I can get myself... Well, flying is one of the harder things to do in lucid dreaming. Because if you are too lucid, you become aware about the limitations of flight. Which means you have to be like in just a sweet spot to be able to fly. But yes, I have. It's one of the slightly trickier things to pull off versus like infinite swimming or like other stuff. But I have done it. It's not as easy as like infinite shadow powers, ironically. But I have, yes, I have. Flying in dreams is awesome. Hey, Game Boy, hey. I've also flown in real life, of course. I lost my teeth in my sleep. The Toad Fairy took them. Speaking of sleep memories, how much Joe do I still owe you for downloading Journey Mega Super with Lux Sleep Talk Lux Park? Have you not been keeping track? I had a few months ago, but that's when I slept horribly either way. That's fair, that's fair. Hey, I see, hey. Plus Titan lucid dream didn't work. It's because like, to fly in a lucid dream, you need to have the absolute confidence that you can fly. But once you're too awake in a lucid dream, your brain starts going like, no, you can't actually do that. and then you start like, you know, doing the Super Mario 64 thing where you have to go up and down and like try to balance out the flight till you like eventually have to come down because your dream is like, you can't fly. Give it up, buddy. This is what becoming old means. Oh no. Like I might have mundane nightmares. But that's just because all my other dreams are just too dang awesome. All my other dreams are too toony and filled with supernatural and like magic and like ancient shadow tuny powers. So, you know, it's the mundane nightmares are the nightmares because those are the ones where I don't fight back with my tuny powers, you know. Anything else, if it was a chaser dream, I'd just explode them with my mind. And then it wouldn't be a nightmare anymore. You know, zombies can handle those, no problem. You know. Had dreams of jumping very far from building to building. Me too. Lost count. I forgot to, I'm afraid. I guess you're free. You've paid off your debt. Maybe it's because of alimentation. I think it's just a common fear. It's like one of those really common dreams. I think because everybody goes through losing their teeth at least once with like their, you know, childhood teeth. So maybe it like the sensation of having a loose tooth remains with you forever, but now you're afraid to happen to your permanent ones. Maybe something like that. You know, I dream of house parties. You're living a wild life then, I assume, if you're going to a lot of house parties in your dreams. The nightmares are afraid of my powers, exactly. It's the mundane dreams where I can't explode people with my mind that become the nightmares. Mundane dreams like, you know, getting into argument with my mom. You can't solve that with Chewy argument with Chewy powers. Yeah, nothing spookier than a mundane school dream. Though my school dreams have been getting... Like the further I get disconnected from school, right? The further I get disconnected from school, the crazier my school dreams have started to get. I hope, man. I used to be getting pretty straightforward school dreams, but like they've started expanding, like, you know, from just like school to like expensive campus to like even bigger like castle grounds to like, you know, full on like magical like fair style with underground like hidden passages and like the location for the school dreams have not stayed grounded. They have started like getting sillier and like more and more, you know, magic has started getting involved in them, so it makes it easier to like when the school dreams get bad and nightmarish, it's easier to call upon my shadow powers and just like, you know, fix it. You're a wizard, yeah. Yeah, for some reason you have a class on some random thing that doesn't make sense. So you decided to be East into Magic Academy. I went to a Magic Academy, you know, to begin with. Oh, 1 second, I have to cough. Okay. So like I think it's because like the more and more distance I get from school, the more and more I'm starting to forget what schools look like, maybe. Well, then again, naturally I did go to school in a castle, so it makes sense. Does Juni ever dream about buns? Ever been Juni dream or nightmare? Yeah, I do dream about buns. Usually when I do, I talk about it on stream. Buns have been in the dream several times. Usually waiting for me to start my stream. One time when I had to protect you guys from like the world ending, but Joe Weisling to school Wi-Fi, yeah? Not too disciplinary for me. I guess it's like getting older, right? You have to dream of having a presentation that's because you're technical school. Hell yeah! Exactly. Hey Immortal, welcome in. I dream about streaming relatively often, so it's all full circle, you know? Were we the mysterious stranger too? I think the biggest like dream where buns were was ironically in the dream where I accidentally inverted the gravity and most people died. But buns survived because they were staying inside to watch my stream, so. So they didn't die when the gravity turned upside down. So you guys were okay. In that universe, don't worry, you guys live. Joe would always forget about the bun when they become older. Never. I cannot forget about buns, just like I cannot forget about school. It just becomes more magical over time. Asikashia would probably be cool, right? You would get to learn how to pilot a mobile suit, exactly. And what about the other universes? Oh, well, all the other universes are fine. Except for, well, the one we don't talk about, but the other ones are fine, so. Once we just bounce off the ground. Happy Koningsdag! Yeah! Happy Koningsdag! My mom actually called me saying that she was like, about to go out and do some Koningsdagen. Oh, Matt, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you. Look, my school dreams happy that I was graduated. Oh, I see. Fair enough. Let's gravity acceleration working inverted gravity. Yes. Rest in peace, inhabitants of Earth 67. She hope you remembered. Anyone who said forgot about me? I could never forget any bun. I still remember buns that come in like after 4 years sometimes. I remember. If only I've had one dream with a VTuber. I'm not dreaming enough. You gotta dream harder. That dream only survives for buns and hikikomoris. Yeah, unironically, basically. And people who are asleep, I guess. I don't think I've had much in the way of school dreams at all. Probably for the best. Ever worry about buns that were regular and then they stop showing off? I mean, yeah, it's like one of those things that, like, as a VTuber, you're not really supposed to talk about, right? But yeah, of course I do. Especially if they're very regular. Like, there's buns I'll get worried about, but like, I'm not gonna like probe because, like, you know, maybe they just watch somebody else and that's fine. But I just hope they're doing okay, you know, if they're not around. Like, as long as they're fine, that's okay. But sometimes I worry, you know. But that's like, you know, I'm trying not to be too parasocial, at least outwardly. So it's one of those things you're not supposed to talk about. But yeah, if buns suddenly go missing, I'm like, oh, I hope they're okay, you know. I hope they're okay. Joe would never remember you. I would absolutely remember you, Gaddis. How can I forget about burning 4 pizzas? Never been caught watching 2 streams at the same time, see? I would never forget. Well, that's fine. I don't mind if you multi-stream drifting. But you're listening, right? On holiday and got a message from someone since I was away for 3 weeks. Like, I sometimes, you know, worry, but then, like, you know, let it be noted if you guys ever disappear for a longer time, you're always free to come back whenever. And I won't, you know, I won't question it. You're like, welcome home. Whenever you want, you know. Even if you're going through something or you don't want to watch for a while, buns are always welcome back. And I will always remember buns, you know. Not to get too sappy, but damn, the line to the store was crazy, right? Let me take a sip of my drink, 1 second. A little bit hot right now. There you go. Does the hairbang ever smudge up your glasses? Nah, I keep my hair very clean, don't worry. I have to leave some new bones at the door, exactly. Buns all family. So, the Empress with the big heart, not too parasocial. I'm trying not to be like, you know, too reverse parasocial at everyone, so I never bring it up. But yeah, I think most VTubers probably feel the same. You absolutely do remember, like, people who come by regularly. Give dreams bursts to be super parasocial towards me. I'm trying to be good and not doing that towards all the buns. Women only like 10 buns watching. Some of you guys have been here for a very, very long time. So, 1 second, let me take a sip of my drink again. Unfortunately, I don't have a snack of the week today. But instead we have like an entire stream talking about snacks, so hopefully that makes up for it. I considered getting some Stroopwafels yesterday, but a certain author I had to supervise a stream for a certain author yesterday, so I didn't get around to buying some Stroopwafels, which are basically the only thing that I'm gonna talk about that I would be able to find for this stream in Japan. You know, sorry about that, but I'll tell you all about the snacks. Besides, you guys know what a Stroopwafel tastes like. It's like the one thing that, like, you guys all probably are already aware of. Spent the snack of the week money feeding you now, unfortunately, yeah. I did review a research finding, very intriguing. I might have to open the bunny bar. Thought you'd break your leg? I didn't think you'd break Megaman's leg. Nah, that's just the buns, they're selling it. Not sure where they got that though, but... But, so snack of the week will be later this week though. Actually, I just forgot! Wait, I actually did... I'm stupid, I forgot to prepare it because I was so busy. I did have a snack of the week for today. Because I went to the the Pokemon Gusto collab. And I was gonna tell you guys about it, but then I forgot because I was very hurried making this presentation within like an hour because I ran out of time. Hold on. Let me grab it. I was gonna tell you guys about this. Hold. 1 second. We can still do this before we jump into the presentation. It's not Dutch though, but it's you guys will forgive me this once. Okay, 1 second. These tells about the proof ways to eat Stroopwafels. We'll go over that when we get there. So, let me go to the website, show it to you guys. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, so you guys remember how Gusto was doing a Pokemon collab? I went! Yay! For lunch! Yay! And then I went back to the supervised literal. So, I had the Charmander spaghetti meat sauce. Yes. Yes, well, hey. So yeah, it's a gift, it's like steaming. Such a Spyro jacket? I'll buy one. You're buying my Spyro jacket? Wait, why is this my bun of my jacket? Oh, naughty bun. Well, I guess I have to, praise the enterprising spirit, so I'll let them go for it. How was Charmander? Was he tasty? The Charmander wasn't edible, but it still was delicious. What's sticking out of it? It's a tornado potato. A potato tornado. It's a potato that is fried, but it's a tornado ship. Was it spicy? No. But it was okay. I'll be honest, you guys. They kind of skimmed a bit too hard on the meat and cheese, which made it a bit bland. If it was more meat and parmesan, like I'd give it like a 3 out of 5. It was decent. It was edible. I ordered extra parmesan for 40 yen, and then I put it on top, and I think that did elevate it to 4 out of 5 for the extra flavor. It could have used more sauce, I'll be honest. It was cute though, it was nicely presented. But it was quite middle of the road, you know. It wasn't bad, but it just could have had more. And then because I was still kind of hungry, I decided to afterwards order the Squirtle Parfait. Yay! And this one was pretty good. And I give this one a solid 4 out of 5. It was like the blue shaved ice. They came with like a lot of extra pachi pachi candy, like the sparkling candy, which sparkled so hard it like nearly hit me in the eye because you sprinkle it on this the parfait yourself and it like flew off the sorbet. Very sparkling, very sparkling. Slush ice with soft ice on top. Yep, pretty much. Was the real cherry? A real cherry. It's like Pop Rocks. Yes. There was also like banana and mango. This one was pretty good. It was pretty yummy. Food Japan truly is better. I got kind of lucky because, like, I'll be honest, you guys. More than the food, the really good deal here is because, like, the food was like 1,100 for this one. The Bulbasaur is the same. The sorbet is 800. But for each dish, you get one of these standees. But these standees were like super high quality. And you got 2 of them for each dish. And I was like, man, they probably could have sold these for like 700 or 800 yen alone. I was like, damn, wait. This is a crazy deal. They could have sold these separately if they wanted to. I was quite surprised. They aren't acrylic, they are acrylic. Do they have all the gens? Yes, I'll show you guys the ones I got. 1 second. Or sit down and order food, they actually deter the scalpers. I guess that's it. I guess like scalpers could just like order a bunch of the Squirtle parfaits and leave though. Yes, I got the first 4, which is good for me because those are my... I kind of mostly wanted Bulbasaur, Cyndaquil... Bulbasaur, Chikorita and Mudkip, so... I got the best ones. But yeah, let me show you guys. They're quite big. As it turns out. And you get 2 of them, which is pretty neat. Need to enforce a clean plate policy, right? So like I was actually kind of surprised. Because these are the kind of like, 2 of them in a blind box would have easily been like 700 yen or so on their own. I also got this set. Ta-dang. There we go. So I'm pretty happy. They have all of them for the 30th anniversary, all the starter sets. Still has people that would just throw away food. You'd think so, but when they had the Pokemon cards at McDonald's, they notoriously had like just stacks of trash for people who were scalping the cards, you know? So you'd think so, but no. So yeah, these are the ones they had. They're pretty cute. They're pretty cute. You could also get like the tickets for the arcades, which like kids like, but I don't play that game, so I didn't pick that. But yeah, it was such a waste of food, right? Can you please step on the seller's mat so I may purchase the Jorunna? I'm not for sale. I'm just overseeing this market. Force them to eat everything, right? Or at least like make a good effort at eating everything. So that like, at least take a few bites so that the scalpers can't get it. But then again, I think this is like, it's a very popular restaurant around Japan. They probably made a bunch of it. Now, if they were adding cards, on the other hand, cards get scalped harder than acrylics, right? So, if it had been cards, it might have been a bigger problem. Ironically, even though cards are much cheaper to produce. You know? Can't have nice things. You can actually sit down and eat it. They might also just reject orders much larger than the groups going 8. That's true, that's true. But I guess at that point, like, how do you determine that? Yeah, well. And then afterwards, I you know, after seeing Lutra eat all the yummy food in the bunny garden, I decided I was hungry and I went to Yakiniku. And maybe ordered way too much meat. But it was pretty yummy, so it's okay. It's okay. And this time they didn't accidentally give me like 3 servings of pork. They gave me the amount that I actually ordered. Time to get my Pokemon Cafe acrylic graded. Dear God, don't start giving them ideas for acrylic still. Maybe both Runa's and Joe's favorites. Good stuff, good stuff. Meat days on Wednesday. Yeah. But I was hungry yesterday, so... I'll probably eat meat again on Wednesday though. You approve forming a sea bunny garden in the ship? I have. Eat so much sweet you got meat paralysis? Maybe. Maybe. I got kalbi, almi, tontoro, sausage, vegetable. I got a bunch. Got yam because appetite, yeah. I was hungry. Don't stop giving me triple pork service. I did finish it at the time, but I was so full. I just didn't want to waste the pork. All my money. Might you convince Lope to go along with this? Well, I am the Empress, so I can overrule, you know. She did not like it for the budget, though. But I told her it can improve the budget, so don't worry. How about La Bunny Garden? That's for Pokopia. Somebody must have made that already, right? Maybe. Not sleep paralyzed, she was just weighed down. Oi! That's sleep paralysis, you know. So, anyway, we've had a bit of an intro to the stream. I'm gonna weigh you guys down with yummy food pictures. I'm gonna show you guys some yummy things. I made you guys a presentation in 1 hour. It's not very good. I'm sorry. I wish I had more time. But I hope you guys will still enjoy it regardless. Let me grab it. 1 second. Because I've been wanting to tell you guys about Dutch food for a while. Okay. Is presentation longer than an hour? Probably. Probably, yeah. If we're gonna be yapping. So, here, let me make sure you guys can see it. There we go. There we go. So now we're gonna talk about some Dutch food. Now we're gonna talk about some Dutch food, baby. We're starting off strong. We'll talk more about what you see here later, which is some bitterballen, cheese and leverwurst and borrelnootjes. Gonna be it for me. No worries. Bye bye. And Mr. Cutie on the left, that's me in my human disguise. That's me in my human disguise. Those are not, oh my god, those are not Swedish meatballs. To the dungeon. Heresy. Swedish meatballs do not have this kind of texture. What's the pink meat? Liver. Just disguise yourself as a bunny girl so it won't feature yakiniku. Maybe. Yeah, Swedish meatballs are not breaded. Those are what we call bitterballen. They're not actually bitter. They basically have like ground meat inside of them. So this is what we call a borrelplaatje. You get it with a drink. You see a beer in the front. You can also, it's kind of like the, you know, in the Netherlands, if you have a gathering of friends or family, then you will bring out the cheese and the meat. Now normally, the meat is some leverwurst, and that is the classic. Yeah, you put your chairs in the birthday circle, one giant circle where all the friends and family are seated, and you bring out the plates with the cheese and the meat. And you can also add some bitterballen. In the back here, you see some borrelnootjes. Borrelnootjes are the like orange white thing in the corner. And those are, they're like little nuts, I guess. Who's the cutie cut off on the edge? Oh, that's that's Rakkeru. Rakkeru is like another Dutch Vtuber. But I figured if I included her in the presentation, you guys would just get confused about who it was. So I just cut it to just me. Yeah, don't forget to congratulate everybody with their friend and family birthday, man. It's true. You go up to the, you know, for example, let's say it's Bun's birthday. You go up to their mom and go like, congratulations on Bun and their birthday. That's basically what it is. You say to everybody. You congratulate everybody on behalf of like the other person too. It's your classic allotment of cheese, yeah? Now, I will say, so the thing on top of the liver, that's like a pickle. You shouldn't put a pickle on top of it, that's disgusting. You shouldn't do that. That's disgusting, you shouldn't do that. My family never puts pickles on the liver. But I will say, I kind of miss like the good Dutch leverwurst. Because like the kind that they have it's like the kind they have in Japan is not quite the same, you know, it's not quite as good. It's not quite as good. Are there any pickled buns? No. You guys can have the pickles separately somewhere else. It's foie gras. It's different than foie gras. Like the Dutch liverwurst is not as like thick, you know? It's not as thick or as like granulated. Yeah, no, it's all about the Kips leverwurst. It's smoother, you know? It's very smooth. It's very nice. It's my favorite. When the family brings out the leverwurst, I eat 90% of the leverwurst. That there on the table, that's for me. You know? The other parts of the family, they can eat the fancy cheeses, the stinky cheeses. That leverwurst, that's mine. I'll eat all of that if you let me. Can you toast it? I wouldn't toast it personally. You can put it on top of a cracker. Is a big bun a really big Joe and Pia fan, or bun that's not to be eaten? Maybe both, maybe both. Hey, hey, the European meat market is so much better. It really is, it really is. Like I recommend that they'll often serve like some salami and like that kind of thing. It can also be spreadable, but like the stuff you serve, like you have like leverwurst that's for spreading on like a cracker. It's pretty good, but it's different from the leverwurst that you slice into a circle and just eat as itch with like a little Dutch flag like pricker, you know. Hi, welcome in, good morning. Like it's very different because the spreadable one, it's not good to eat on its own, but the ones they sell on its own, those are good. How are you? I'm good. Even with champagne or white wine. What's in the yellow container? That's like a dipping sauce for the like bitterballen. Usually a kind of mustard, yeah. You eat the flag. You don't eat the flag. But you often keep your flag to like, you know, keep pricking like, you know, more cheese, more meat, more bitterball. And then it's kind of like, you know, that way you don't have to give anyone cutlery. You just use your flag to pick things up. It's like pate but a sausage. Yes, kinda. But like I said, it's not as granulated as pate. It like, God, like when I still lived in the Netherlands. At the Albertijn, man, like the leverwurst. I would just get like a whole like a whole like container, no, like a whole like plastic cup of them, and just eat them to snack. Hey, Seraphim, hey. Like that stuff is good, man. Sometimes I put them on some tuck. The flag to eat with seems evil. Why? Because you're stabbing it. And it's just an efficient way to eat things. You know? The flags are very common. The flags are very common, you know? They are probably tasty. They're so good. They're so good. I recommend them on paprika tuck. I would devour those back when I was still a student. It's still like the first thing I ask my mom. Like, she's like, oh, what do you want to eat now you're back in the Netherlands? I'm like, give me the Albertijn leverwurst. I need it now. It's like, it's not something, you know, my friends or family can bring to Japan when they visit. Because you can't bring meat on a plane. So it's like one thing I have to go to the Netherlands for, you know. You need to see when we stay with a Dutch flag. Now you die. I'm an addict. I go years without trying it. Years without eating it. And then I finally go back and I'm like, yum, 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 yum. Leverwurst. You know? It's rough out there. But this is just the first slide. I guess like general disclaimer. Need to learn how to make it yourself. Yeah, I'll buy a pig off the market, slaughter it myself, and learn how to refine its liver. Yeah, I'll make it myself. Good thinking. You know, there's some of those things that you can argue, like, you know, Pancake or Stamppot, but like, leverwurst is not something I can make myself. I think the processing for that is a bit too complicated. You know, need to start locking in. Make your own balkenbrei while you're at it, yeah. Like, you know, I could probably make my own bitterball. My own bitterball I could probably do, but like leverwurst, leverwurst is like a core ingredient, you know. I'd have to become a butcher. I need to get a license probably. So this is just the start of the presentation. I'm gonna put some disclaimers out there. 1, I only made this presentation in 1 hour. 2, there's probably gonna be some foods that I'm missing. 3, there might be some foods that you're like, hey, we have that too. You're wrong. Just kidding. If you're Belgian, you might be right. But there might be some foods that are like similar to what you've seen before. Hiya, Gepner. Hey. You stole it from us. It was ours first. 5? Am I on 5? 5. I tried to stick to food that was mostly actually Dutch. Like there's, for example, if you are in the Netherlands, there's a lot of good Indonesian food. Like, but if I start putting kroephoek and satay on there, even though it's like absolutely majorly popular in Dutch, I'd feel like I'd be, you know, stolen honor, you know, stolen valor. It's actually Indonesian though. So I did not include things like, you know, satay or kroephoek, etc. Even though those are very popular in the Netherlands. Shout out to Indonesia for making some good food. Was Dutch style snack bar in Osaka? Hell yeah! I was making it during the yap hour? No, I was making it during my lunch break. So that's kind of it, yeah. Hardest thing is probably intestine for stuffing it into. You think I've got the kind of kitchen space to start stuffing intestines? I don't think I can. But yeah, so without further ado, let's start. Snack bar! Yeah, one of you guys already was saying like, you should call out the Dutch snack bar. So let's start with introducing you guys to the snack bar in the Netherlands. The quintessential snack bar will look a little bit like this. They will have like a display where you can basically, you know, decide what you put in the fryer and they will, you know, fry it up for you. And that's where you go snacking. So snack bars are basically everywhere. Every town, every city has one. Most stations will have a small snack bar. The Febo is often at the station. Oh yeah, oh wait, 7, final disclaimer. I feel like a bit of a poser because I haven't actually lived in the Netherlands for a while. So if any of my information is outdated, I apologize. I like metal. I'm working over a whole lifetime living there, but also I've lived in Japan for a long time. And when I was looking up some product information, I saw things like, you know, Kapitein Cook don't exist anymore. So with some things, if you know somebody goes like, actually all snack bars are bankrupt in the Netherlands right now. That's because I haven't been there in 3 years. So I just a heads up. If my presentation is out of date, you just welcome in. I swear I'm not Dutch LARPing, but I will also note that I may not be up to date with the latest trends. You know, but I assume that most of this has not changed too much over the years. The snack bar is nog vrij, I hope so. Don't worry, it's like when you go to school and everything you learn is 10 years out of date, yeah? 3 years, leverworst levels are dangerously low. They've stopped selling leverworst in the Netherlands. Okay, so keeping my imposter syndrome aside, snack bar. It is where you go. Oh, also, you guys will notice a trend very quickly. A lot of the foods I will be showing you today are not healthy, but they are delicious. You see, the thing is, the average proper Dutch dinner, it's just meat, potatoes, and vegetables. It's not interesting to talk about. That's like the average dinner of 80% of Europe. That's we don't have that much going on. We have a couple of things, I'll show them later. But we don't have that much going on in terms of uniqueness. What we do have is a lot of very unhealthy snacks. So most of this presentation will be unhealthy fried snacks and other candy and such. So, small heads up, if you're wondering like where are the actual dinners? They're here. They're not healthy. Hi, Mai. Hey. So, are you insulting our superior lunch delicacy with broodje met kaas? Don't worry. I'll be showing that one off later. Gotta entice the choice with the not boring stuff. Exactly, and this is like a theoretical scenario where you are on holiday in the Netherlands. But I've had people ask me like, hey, where can I eat some authentic Dutch cuisine? Like at a restaurant in the Netherlands when I visit. I'm like, you can't. They don't sell it. Where are you gonna eat Stamppot in a restaurant? You don't. Go to a pannenkoeken house or the snack bar. That's all you'll get. We don't have authentic Dutch restaurants. Get a broodje kaas from the Febo. Or from the Albertijn. Like. So snack bar. So this is where you go for your patat. It's where you go for your fried foods. Amsterdam has a whole... Wait, really? See, this is where I'm out of date. And also I never go to Amsterdam. I guess like Amsterdam is quite touristy, so it makes sense they'd have Stamppot restaurants now. Well, there you go. You guys can actually get some Stamppot in Amsterdam. I've been proven wrong. We'll have to find a way for Joel's mom to cook for us instead, yeah? You can get a pancake? I'll talk about pancakes later. Don't worry. They're not healthy either, though. So that's the first thing people go about. And it's also the place I always recommend not going to, but... well, unless you want to visit the museums. Those are pretty cool. Anyway, snack bar. Snack bar. Now, when you go to the snack bar, you will also see the stuff in the wall. Also called automatiek by nobody except formalities. You just get your foot out the mirror. Hey, Alvarius, say hey. So, basically any snack bar will have one of these. Especially at the train station. And this is great because you don't have to talk to people. It's like the automats. Yes, these are very, very common still. I hope. Like I said, I could be proven wrong. I hope, Paris. Again, things might have changed in the last 3 years. But they're still at the station, no? They still have the Fabo and stuff, right? It's food in the wall, just like in Castlevania. Exactly. So here's some of the great things you can get from the muur. The Fabo still has them. Excellent. You can get a frikandel. What is a frikandel? It's the mysterious meat sausage of your dreams. It's a thing you get from the snack bar. What's in it? Nobody knows. It's the cheap meat, but it's the yummy meat, so that's why it's mysterious. It's meat gotcha! People used to joke it was horse meat, but it's not actually horse. I think it's just like, you know, the cheap cuts of like cow and pork and chicken, etc. It's, you know, mystery meat. It's the cheaper cuts, but it's the yummy cuts. And then they grind it all up and you have a meat sausage. Yeah! Very classic, very Dutch. Everybody loves it. It's the frikandel. People, the schoolyard rumors are always like, yeah, there's chicken feet and pig's feet and stuff in it. It's just regular meat, eh? If you're lucky, you get a squirrel. Danish frikandel are traditional pork and veal. Like it's like generally just pork and veal usually. It's the remaining meat leftovers, but they're pretty good. You usually like dip it in some mayo. Fish. Do you need glasses? It says meat. I just said meat like 50 times. Even if sausage does look good, the taste is nice. Yeah, it's boring looking, but that's because it's great, you know. It's kind of more healthy since there's more minerals. I don't think I don't think frikandel is healthy ever. I don't think anything at the snack bar is healthy. It's making me hungry. Perfect. Go to the Netherlands and buy some food. Didn't know the Dutch were light years ahead of the rest of Europe. Always have been. Explains what happened to the horse in the hallway. So no fish frikandel. We'll talk about fish later. But only a little bit because I don't care much for fish. Okay. The special is onions. Yep. Which is a vegetable. Fish ain't meat. See that old fisherman looking at Anna as she hands him a fish? Yup. So it's fried or grilled? Fried. Basically everything at the snack bar gets put in the fryer. So next up, we've got croquettes. It's a crispy mince meat. I forgot the T. It's loved by many people, and it's generally a big hit when I introduce it to foreign friends. They tend to love it. It's really hot. Don't burn your tongue. It will kill you. Eat carefully. The inside is very warm. This one's pretty good. It's not the same as the Japanese croquette or the French croquette. But it's a similar concept, at least, I guess. These are the mitzvahs. The half croquettes are the best. Aww. The little ones. Joe doesn't like fish unsopped. I love fish, but fish are friends, not food, so. And the outside is just cooled off enough to eat. The inside's still boiling, yep. First one's gotcha, this one kills you. Dutch food is dangerous. Yeah, but really yummy. You can't escape burning your palm. And like, it's... We'll talk about the bitterball in a bit as well. But croquette, I think, is a good recommendation. Most people tend to really like croquettes when they try it. I think it's a good tourism food to try. And then we have my favorite, the cassouffle. It's cheese. It's melty cheese in fried crispy dough. It's also quite hot. Watch your tongue. I love cassouffle. Good old cassouffle, oh yeah. You know? Don't worry, vegetarians, you can also eat something at the snack bar. So if I like this one, I love melty cheese. Sometimes they also have like ham on the inside, but the ham doesn't always taste as good with the cheese, so I recommend the basic cassouffle. Looks like it also be spicy hot. Not usually. Just hot in general, like, you know, just burning your tongue. Looks similar to a curry puff. It does not taste like a curry puff. And the hot cheese flows over your tongue and able to escape. Yup. Not good cheese for ham. No, it's just the ham just doesn't taste very good when it's fried in the middle of the dough. It just doesn't fry right. You know what I mean? Mozzarella feel? I don't think it's mozzarella. The outside of the bread is that spreaded. Yep. I heard the cheese availability is pretty unfortunate in Japan. Do you ever make these? No. Cheese is hard to find and expensive in Japan, you know? Like, it's tricksy. Hey, man, hey. Sounds like you burn your tongue a lot on these. Look. There are several Dutch people in this chat right now, and every single one is confirming that you burn your tongue on these. It's not just me. I'm just warning you guys. I'm just warning you guys so that you know what the locals do. Which is burn your tongue on it, and then you like, go like, ooh, ah, ooh. And then you like blow on it like, and then you like wait a little bit longer, and then, you've already burned your tongue. But that's just how it goes. See, every single Dutch person in this chat is confirming this. Hey, look, hey. This amount of spicy and hot influence should be spicy and hot. It's not spicy. We haven't seen any spicy food yet. We haven't seen any spicy food so far. The Dutch aren't very spicy. McDonald's apple pie levels of hot. Oh, way hotter. Way hotter. Guys, when I say hot, I mean burn your tongue hot. I don't mean spice. There is no spice. It's not a hot spice. There is no chili peppers inside. It's the molten cheese burns your tongue. It's not hot as in spicy. It's hot as in a high temperature. It's a lava snack. Converting to, see. Yeah, the spice food in the Netherlands is the Indonesian food, which, like, for the sake of not stealing their valor, we're not gonna go over today. The Dutch like spice. We love salt. Like I said, the Dutch cuisine isn't very spicy. Like, if there's any spice, it comes from Indonesia instead. Which is our go-to, like, Asian food selection. Yeah, this is not spice. It's a heat hazard. Need to give the pasties a vent instead, yeah? Yeah. Okay, so next up, I'm sorry, I only had so much time, so here's some other things you can get from the snack bar. These guys don't get their own slide. What are these? Well, we've got kipcorn, bami schijf, Mexicano, basic hamburger, broodje hamburger. Hi, Polly. Where's my beer cloud beer hop? I was running out of time. It's pasta and patty? No. It's basically fried bami. The bami is actually the Indonesian thing, but the Dutch innovated by frying it, so yeah. So that's all the stuff. So we also innovated strongly by just putting a burger into a regular bun. You sergeant? You can always innovate by frying it, exactly. I'm sorry, I forgot the beer hop. Wait 1 second. Yeah, bami, put in butter fried. Nasi, butter and fried. Exactly. Right, hold on. I'll grab the beer hop. Nice innovation, right. Sorry. So if you guys are wondering, what is this beer hop everybody's talking about right now? Because I forgot to put it on. Okay. Here we go, the lumpia. Oh man, I forgot lumpia too. That's also bami in the skin. Man, Dutch people love lumpia. You know, it's like plenty of... Okay, so beer hop. Imagine if you had a meatball. And then you put onions in it and you put it on a stick. And then you add a pinda sauce. That's a beer hop. That makes most of the burgers Dutch. And you put potato roast most nights. Fair enough. No, brown and yellow food. You need more colors in your bento. It looks good. We just like, you know, putting pinda sauce on things and frying it for the weird sensation. We love a good satay. Looks like a weird ice cream. I can kind of see that. So that's the beer hop. My apologies for the unfortunate oversight. There's also lumpias, but I think English has similar with like spring rolls and egg rolls. So why'd you make them wiggle? I want to make sure you guys were still paying attention. It's I'm jingling my keys to make you guys look at the screen in between the slides. You know, I just like snapping my fingers to pull you back to the screen. Hey, fake great. Hey. Very big corn dog. It's not a corn dog. It's a kipcorn, which is chicken. You know. Bear up always intimidated me as a kid, right? I used to think they were made of real bears. Jingle jangle, jingle jangle. It's okay, there's no actual keys on screen, so no children will come. Okay, next up, bitterballen. You don't usually buy these at the snack bar. You buy these at the bar, usually. Or you take them home. So imagine like a croquette, but it's like 1/3 the size. It's kind of slightly different in flavor, but it's also extremely hot. So mind your tongue. The bitterball will burn your tongue. It's, you know, we're going from snack bar to bar snacks. Yeah, they're pretty good. They're very delicious. They can have like different like spice compositions in them as well. They're very yummy. Like much like the other snacks, you use your like little flag to like stab it and eat it. Yeah, different nutmeg spices. Why is Dutch food so aggressive? Because we like to fry everything, which means it's piping hot inside. What's the difference from the first ball? No difference, actually. I showed it on the first slide, too. Where's Hurricane, Dutch or Belgian? You can probably ask Wiki for that. I'm not a historian. Netherlands do bars also have to serve a certain amount of food to be legal? I don't know. Because I've never owned a bar. Been playing the hot chip game for ages, except we just burn our tongues instead, yep. Is that mustard? Yep, usually. A lot of Dutch food is the he side, so like, you know, we do say to like blow on it first. But you'll still burn your tongue. This is a canon event, it will happen to you, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, it will happen, but it's okay, it will be worth it, the food is very yummy. You will burn your tongue. It's like eating takoyaki. Like this is gonna happen sooner or later. What sauce back for them? I don't like mustard, so I like to use ketchup for the bitterball. Or just like on its own. It can be okay with mayo too. But I often just have the bitterball playing. If there's person on a fire or something. Yeah, actually. Remember how on the first slides, I showed that you can basically point at the snack bar like which ones you want. For them to fry up. You can actually buy those as is from like the supermarkets or sometimes from the snack bar too and take them home and then put them in your own fryer. Yeah. Yeah, all Dutch people have the capacity to fry their own snack bar foods. Valpa if you only eat the inside, not the outside. But why would you keep the outside? The outside is yummy. We'll poke Vtuber in it. That's a smart way. That's a smart way to do it. Or cut it open. Supposed to be bitter, no sauce. I mean, it's not bitter tasting though, it's umami. People fry food, yeah. Why Dutch keep wanting to burn my mouth? I use all kinds of sauce. It's used with pinda sauce as well. With like every food related anyway. Bite into it but don't bite over. Like let it steam off basically. Let it steam off. But yeah, like there's like nutmeg and stuff in it, but it's not supposed to be bitter. It's not supposed to be bitter. It's maybe the beer you drink it with. Maybe. I'm not actually sure where the name comes from. The bitter garniture more. That actually makes more sense, yeah. That actually makes more sense. Bitterballs are basically pot pie, but deep fried. It's like a smaller croquette. It's not really pot pie. It's more mincy, I think. Like the texture is... It's more meaty, if you get what I mean. It's a slightly different texture, I feel. Yeah, no. But yeah, no, like, unfortunately biggest, like, I think you can air fry all of the unhealthy snack bar food, but it doesn't taste as good. You need to dunk that stuff in the oil. That's where the flavor comes from. It takes the classic flavor away, unfortunately, so you need to go all in on the unhealthiness. Yeah, like a meatball with fried. No, meatballs are different. They're different textures. Could be one bite baller. No, bitter just means bitter. I've been bitten by, but I think would hurt too. And no, it's just the heat. It's quite bad because they're always broken in. Exactly. We host a dinner party of Dutch cuisine for the buns. I could try. One day. So, next up. Patat! Now, unlike the rest of you heathens, in the Netherlands we are a mayo country. We put mayo on our patatje mat. And that's where the mayo goes, baby. Like you ketchup heathens over in America and the UK and such. Hey, hello, hey, you tell him, thank you. Sweet mayo, not that sour stuff, exactly. We've got the good mayo. We don't got that American mayo that like doesn't taste quite right. We've got the Dutch mayo. It's closer to like the Japanese kind of mayo. Instead, the Zaanse mayo is so good, right? Mayo and everything. I have to learn how to remoulade. Precisely. If you mix mayo and ketchup, you get fry sauce. How sweet are we talking? Not very sweet. It's very good. Now you can also have a patatje oorlog. Translated as fries with war. Fries, war edition. Fries, war strikes back. War fries. The fries of war. So the fries of war generally include peanut sauce, pinda sauce, pinda sauce, raw onions, and sometimes curry sauce. It's a very popular way to get your fries in the Netherlands. You load them up with peanut sauce. We love the peanut sauce. We love the satay. And it's the Indonesian influence again, so we put them on the fries. I also people love raw onions in the Netherlands. You'll see more of it later. I'm not a big fan of it because I don't like onions that much, but yeah. Yep, the peanut sauce is like South Asian food. Yep, this is 100% the Indonesian influence. Dutch people love Indonesian cuisine. So that's where the peanut sauce comes from. Fries come from the Dutch province of Friesland, of course. Well, to be fair, these are Vlaamse friet, baby. Which are thicker than the French fries you get at McDonald's. The proper ones. So, like, that's patatje oorlog. Sometimes people add curry sauce as well, but it's everything I love. Fish, onions. That means you can eat my fish and onions. Isn't that a good balance? The fries of war and the grapes of wrath. Need to collect the foods of violence. Don't deep fry the onions like a blooming onion. Nah, we eat it raw. Like barbarians. Never thought of trying satay sauce with fries? You should give it a try. It's quite nice. I'm not a fan of the onions, but like the satay sauce, like mixed with mayo, it's actually pretty good. So I'd say give it a shot. It's pretty nice. Hey, Silent, welcome in. Thicker fries are generally better. Yep. You like the fish and chips style chips? Raw onion can be good for contrast. I don't like it much because I hate onion. Especially raw onions. Like fried onions, I'm okay with. But mayo is where it's at, baby. I put all the mayo on my on my patat. Hey Kiwi, this is patat and patatje oorlog. Oh, it's good to have a friend with opposite taste. Exactly. You can share your foods. You can exchange. You guys can have my pickles. So, next up, viskraam. So, some of you guys started asking about fish earlier. Well, in the Netherlands, we are next to the sea, which means there's a lot of fresh fish. A lot of fishers. You eat the entire bus. Yes, that's correct. You swallow the bus whole. You'll see more of this. Like in the Netherlands, people really like having kraam, which is like one of these buses where you sell food. These are common. There's often like the viskraam in your buurt, which is always like in the same spot, where you have your local viskraam with the visboer who like sells the best vis, you know. Ice cream van, but healthy? Well, healthy I think might be debatable, but I'm not a big fish eater, so I won't be able to say that much about this, because like I only go for one dish, and I'll talk about it in a second. But my mom loves fish, so I've seen some of the things she gets from it. But yeah, these things are everywhere. Also for cheese, snacks, ice cream, oliebollen. Better be kibbeling. Oh, you know it's kibbeling. So, you usually go to the viscam. They'll usually be there. And then you can get your nieuwe haring. I don't actually like this. It's funny. But even it's kibbeling, I'll show you guys later. So, I'm not fond of this because I don't like to eat my fish raw. But a lot of people do like to eat their fresh raw herring brined and served with onion. With raw onion. I'm not big on that. Very popular in the Netherlands. My mom loves it. Traditionally speaking, you hold it up by the tail. And then you just like, I guess, eat it whole. I don't know. I don't eat these. Like you just kind of dip it down and like swallow it whole. I don't know. Take bites of it. I don't never eat these. Like, do you eat them in one bite? I don't like looking at them, so I never watch my mom actually eating them. Fake Dutch, I don't like this, right? So that's fine. It. Yep. Eat it like those cartoons. Like this is the Dutch sushi basically. Like make this sushi Dutch. It's very traditional Dutch food. It's not my thing. Every year, they do the first herring of the year. And it's a whole big deal to eat the first and the freshest of the herrings. You know, but it's not my thing. Hey, Puncha, hi, Bas. We have a situation. We don't need to eat like this anymore. I don't like the texture. I don't like how it looks. You gotta eat like a cartoon seal. You kind of just like hold it up and just like swallow it down, I guess. It's not my thing. But hey, lots of people love this. This is a very, very Dutch thing. I actually think a bunch of fresh herring is just frozen last year's batch. It's like also all these things, like a lot of these like cam stands that like they always do like rankings of the best ones in the country every year as well. Don't like how the onion stuck to it. But how else will you eat the onion when you swallow it whole? Is the bone soft? I don't know. I don't eat them. I am very staunchly refused to. I don't like raw herring. Don't like the texture. Don't like the smell. I will actually, one thing I didn't mention, right? These things, they stink. I hate the smell of fish. My mom loves fish. Whenever she wants to like pick up the fish, I would stand like a very dramatic like 20 meters away, waiting for her to finish purchasing the fish. Because I hate the smell of it. Like you know, it's a lot of fish and fish being fried in old oil. My mom is like, don't be so dramatic. It's like, I don't want to be close to them. I hate their smell. I hate the stink. It's like a grocery department of fish, you know. So I would always like wait from a distance, like upwinds from the fish crime sell only wild fish. They also sell fried fish and stuff, yeah. But yeah, it's I'm but there is one thing that redeems the fish for me. And that is my beloved kibbeling. Oh yeah, baby. Now kibbeling. If my mom goes to get fish, I can be like, hey mom, get me some kibbeling. that stuff is good. Oh yeah. Kibbeling, my beloved. It's basically fried cold fish. And it's got like really good like kibbeling spice on it. I don't know, they use like a special spice mix for the kibbeling. It's the exclusive special spice mix, you know. It's the good stuff. I love kibbeling. I love the mix they put on top of it. Wow, lekker kibbeling, yeah! And they've got the nice sauce, the garlic sauce, the ravicotte, like kibbeling. Now kibbeling I'm down for. Don't miss me with the raw herring. Kibbeling though, man. Kibbeling. Stel you awesome? Thank you. It's like Dutch KFC. I think I ate that last night. You probably didn't unless you live in the Netherlands. You might have had something similar, like a fish and chips, but fish and chips does not taste like kibbeling. How about lekkerbek? Meh. It's not as good as kibbeling. Actual hot spice. No. It's just like Not hot spice again, just like a spiced mix. Like it's kibbeling spice. I don't know what's in it. It's the spice they put on the powder they put on the kibbeling. I don't know what's in it. I know that like I liked it a lot and I always wanted to put like extra on it. So like one time, you know, my mom actually asked like Fiskram if they could just like sell us like a jar of like the spice mix. It's like a melange and like, you know, and it's really good. Can you consume fish oil? I don't wanna. Can I? Sure. Do I wanna? No. What is this? It's kibbeling. Okay, I'll say hey. So like yeah, we had like a whole jar of like the kibbeling spice at home, so that like when my mom bought kibbeling, I could put extra on top of it. Tastes good, baby. Tastes good. Eat the fish. Gotta get them omega-3. I don't wanna. Does look tasty. It's very good. It's very good. So, next up, we've got Pannenkoekenhuis. Now, a lot of you guys I have talked about the pancake houses in the Netherlands before, but I've never really gone into it. When I say Pannenkoekenhuis, quite a few are actually in old barns. They can actually be quite massive. Like a Pannenkoekenhuis isn't just a restaurant, it's an experience. That's a pancake house, baby. So like a lot of them almost have a fairy tale like quality to them, where they might have like be set in like a giant outdoorsy area or forest. You might have to like drive to them. I've been to one with almost 200 tables. I've once been to one that had like an outdoor area that was so massive. They probably could have seated over 1,000 people. So tall for picking the pancakes, yeah. Hey, Tapio. I think it's because it's like the nice roost gives like a fairy tale feeling, yo. Pretzel Factory. Do you need to check your ears? No. I recommend going. They're pretty good. Of course, not all like that. There are smaller pancake houses, but the big ones are quite fun. They, as you might imagine, can be quite family oriented. You can find like a lot of, you know, families and kids going. You can also like, often they'll have like a giant outdoor play area, maybe even an obstacle course. Indoor they'll often have like general small kids toys, like the cheap kind of like flimsy stuff for sale. Some of them might have like, you know, themed areas, like, you know, witches or pirates or whatever. They're like castles, nearly. Difference in language why it's spelled like this, because we're the better English. The architecture looks nice, right? Would they have a hedge maze? Some of them probably would, if they have the space for it. I remember there was one that had like a giant slide outside that was based like a witch. So you would like slide down the witch's hat. Lots of tuny themed ones, yeah. First language school, Weto even, yeah. So like a lot of these get built in old farms and stuff. Of course there's regular pancake houses as well. But if you're gonna go to one, why not go to one of the really cool ones? The only downside is that they can be quite busy. Especially if you go on like a weekend. Because as you might expect, they're really fun to go to with families. So families will go there with like, you know, mom, dad, 3 children, their friends, their grandpa, grandma, aunts and uncles, and you know, whole family in there. Hey, like us say hey. So sometimes they can be a bit busy. Very whimsical. Yeah, go for dinner, not for lunch with kids, because Stroop will get your kids sugar washed. And speaking of which, I know like a lot of you guys before have been like, Jorunna, I can eat pancakes in my country. And to that I say, no you can't. Not the way we do it. We take our pancakes seriously. You're not doing your pancakes, right? You gotta go to the Netherlands to eat them properly. Here we go. Oh. There. This is all pancakes. Well, we take our pancakes seriously. When we put pancakes on the menu, we mean the pancakes on the menu. we like give you options. Sweet, savory, fancy, we've got pancakes. The second book is the Pannenkoek, yeah. I didn't know how to caption the second book. I just want to put the memes in. How much does the Netherlands pay me for my tourism paycheck? They should be paying me more. Not paying me at all. It's just toppings. These are all options. It's not just toppings. These are all individual pancakes. Those are all individual pancakes you could be ordering right now. Average pancake restaurant, I think, has anywhere between 50 and 300 different pancakes. Can I put pickled herring on my pancakes? Honestly, there might be a restaurant that lets you do that. The savory ones. Now, do not be surprised if your pancake is about the size of a pizza. The size of a small pizza when you go to the restaurant. Now, if we, cook pancakes at home, our pancake would be the size of a frying pan. But when you go to the restaurant, your pancake is the size of a pizza. Hey, Gemstone, hi. It's a big pancake, and you probably can only finish one of them because it's big. When you're at home, maybe you can eat 5 pancakes. When you go to the restaurant, maybe just 1. Maybe 2. But don't you guys also roll pancakes? You can roll it up afterwards. It's not all gonna like yucky. Make a pizza roll, it makes it easier to make so thin. So it's mixed between a pancake and a crepe. It's like a thicker crepe, basically. Must be big frying pans. Yep. Give me all 7, I'll finish in a day. My day is rookie numbers. Can you finish in an hour? Dutch pizza versus Italian pizza. So these are pretty good. Now usually at your table you will then still add extra syrup and powdered sugar on top. To choice, to flavor. You choose how much you add. It's your choice. You are in command. You have the power. It's your options. Then was just admit to eating 2. I have eaten 2 pizza pancakes before. Because sometimes you want to eat 2. You want one savory and one sweet, and maybe you want savory and sweet at the same time, and you put bacon and apple on the same pancake. And cheese. How many calories? I don't know. At least 4. At least 2. Yes. Look. If you don't know how many calories you are, your body doesn't know either. And it doesn't count. If you don't know, then your body doesn't know. Never look it up. How many calories? Enough. It's what makes us Dutch people so tall, Probably shouldn't eat it every day. It's a future you problem. So, here's Stamppot. So like I said earlier, you guys, we don't have a lot of unique Dutch dinner things, because what we eat is generally just like meat, potato, vegetable. But you know what we do have? Stamppot and hutspot. It's when you take your potato and you basically just grind it together with your vegetables, like a whole bunch, and then you put a sausage on top of it. And that's basically how that works. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I recommend it. It's not for everyone. I used to be very fond of it. And then did you know what yesterday's Yakiniku calories were? No. And I don't want to know because it definitely was too much. Yeah, you can add any vegetables. Carrots, cauliflower, your favorites. I used to be very fond of these. But then I grew less fond of them. Because one time when we moved Palace, we were eating this like basically every day. And I got super tired of it. However, I do recommend adding extra cheese in the middle. And then the cheese makes it taste better. So that's my recommendation. My mom always puts cheese in my Stamppot, and it's pretty good. Put a lot of cheese in. Hey, just one. Hey. It's not quite like sauerkraut. Usually eat it like every second day in the winter and change spices. I'm mostly a fan of the hutspot with like the carrots and stuff, which is pretty good. But without solidity and crunch daily. Hey, the solidity is in your meat, The solidity is in your meat. It's good, but also food that's... What? No! No! It's like the mashed potato but with a vegetable in it. Yep, pretty much. It's basically like if you put a lot of vegetables into your mashed potato. Kind of. That's two. Yeah, the crunch is the skin of the sausage. Good luck with your meeting meals. Good luck, good luck. It's also a very fast meal. It's still like, it's also a good leftover meal. If you just have like leftover foods, like especially potatoes and vegetables, which you probably do because that's what you're eating every day in the Netherlands anyway. And then you just like, you know, punch it a bunch in one bowl, and then you have, you know, you stamp it. And then you've got Stamppot, you know? Quite simple, quite simple. So that's like, you have a pressure cooker or a hot crock pot? No. You don't know. you can make it with one though. My mom, you know, punched the vegetables the old-fashioned way. You know? The way we used to back in the day. I don't think we have a pressure cooker. But it's, you should get one. It's good for a small apartment. That's still. Oh, nee. Next up, snared. God, I always think it looks so bad, but it's pretty tasty. It's like a thick pea soup, and you put some sausage in it, and it sounds gross from the name because snert is like a very gross sounding word, but it's pretty yummy. And snert. 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 You know? Now if you get it in the winter at the right the Sai may want you to skinny dip during the New Year's. I was about to say. So in the winter, you've got Unox, and you could get yourself some free snert and some free hats. All you've got to do is to skinny dip in the ocean on New Year's. You can get a free hat. That's the snert. Sounds like a fairy tale creature. Those I've called it snert makes me think of, yeah? But it is free, you know. You can get yourself some free Unox snert and sausage and hats and stuff. Sounds like a 90s cartoon mascot that no one likes. Like an awesome Babat, yeah. Do you have a free hat? I don't. Actually, I might, but it wasn't for like the ocean dip. It was like for ice skating rink. Often they will often like set up stock next to an ice skating rink, and then you do have to pay, but you still get the hat for free. If you get the the snert with sausage in the freezing water. Yep, that's right, that's right. Exactly. Borrelplankje! So you guys kind of already saw this in the first slide, so we already talked about it a little bit, but you know, you got your meat, you got your cheese. And that's really all you need. Everything else is extra. Everything else is extra, you know. You can add some like nuts. You can add some olives or grapes or pickles if you want to. You can add some bitterballen. Maybe some deviled eggs. Gevuld eitje. Oh god, I love gevuld eitje. God, I miss gevuld eitje. I could make it myself, but it's too much effort. Can play this in a dragon deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! Borrelplankje. You know. Looks like the Russian flag. It's the Dutch flag. They stole it from us, you know. We had it first. Gotta have the sour sweet to cut through the fatty meats. No. It's fine to just have the meat and cheese, honestly. I whenever these are like at the family gathering, I just eat mostly the leverwurst, some cheese, the gevulde eitjes, and then all the meat going my way. The salami. Oh yeah, and also you can kind of not really see, but this is like wrapped asparagus. So, especially the south of the Netherlands is rather well known for its asparagus, its fresh asparagus. You know, kids and people in university will sometimes like go pick asparagus or sort the asparagus as like a summer job. And then you wrap it up with some meat, and then you eat the asparagus. Or you just eat the asparagus on its own if you want to. Hey, out the back, say hey, are those bitterballen? Yes, they are on the middle one. With these, you'll always be prepared for the worst case scenario. Do you eat the skin of the weather sausage? Yeah, I do. I mean, you don't have to, but you're weak if you don't. It's not really a meat platter, it's a borrelplankje. It's not barbecue, you just eat all of these cold. These are all for cold eating, basically. And Joma's gevulde eitjessalade is pretty good, yup. The plank of meat? No, there's the cheese too. There's cheese too. What does borrel mean? It's like, you know, it's like a casual drink. Like, it's like the borrel you get before dinner or after work. It's just like you're having a borreltje, you know? It's like a casual thing. Like, you're not getting tipsy. You're not getting drunk. You're just gonna have a glass. You're gonna have a borrel. You're gonna have like a single little drink. You're just gonna, you know, sit on the front porch of the cafe and have like a single borrel, you know? And you have some bitterballen and some nuts to go with the borrel and the borrelplankje. You get your family over, and like when your family's over, you're not gonna get like sopping wet soaked, right? It's like you're gonna not like get drunk out of your mind. You're gonna like, you know, you know, everybody has one glass of wine or one beer, you know, and you're gonna have a borreltje. It's like a kind of casual drink. There's variations popular all over Europe, but like, yeah, English doesn't really have a proper word for it. Filling my meat portions with all my might, you know I do. Love the purring sound I made. Hey Layla, yeah, hi. Casual meal and drink dragons, it's the most complicated tombo you ever saw. In Yu-Gi-Oh! But yeah, like, bowl, it's like, you could even get a borreltje at the bar, and it's not like a sleazy thing. It's like, you know, my mom would sometimes get like a borrel after work. And then, you know, it's, yeah, like that. It's casual. It's just like a single drink for like socializing when you talk to like your family and your friends, basically. And then you bring out the plates because it's the 5 hours before Christmas dinner and you need to have some snacks on the table, you know? As long as the meat's going to the right places, it's going to me. Anyway, time for bread! Oh, the bars are the boss, the back ones are the rockets. I see. So, bread. So, well, you guys at this point are pretty familiar with this. I've shown you guys hagelslag plenty of time. It's the chocolate furry kake, yeah. This one is heresy. Nah. This is good, baby. You just put a bit of butter to keep it on. And then you put your hagelslag on. You can have your chocolate hagelslag. You can have your fruit hagelslag. You can have your vlokken, which is like a thick hagelslag. And sometimes the vlokken come with funnies. And the funnies are like bits of chocolate inside of your chocolates. This is your average sprinkle department within the grocery store. All of them different kinds of sprinkles. Oh wait, I forgot to add schuddebuikjes. 1 second. I see them in the picture, but schuddebuikjes. There you go. People can have Nutella as well, but you know, it's all about the hagelslag. 1 second, let me show you guys some schuddebuikjes. Yeah, because that's basically paper note a year round. I'm a vlokken fan. Vlokken do have a nice, like, extra texture to it. Like an extra bit, you know. Fairy bread, it's not very bad. Australians, I'm sorry Australians, you guys have the inferior form. We have the better version, we have the options, we have what you get and like 50 other versions. Sorry Australians, it's much better than fairy bread. All you guys have like, it's just regular sprinkles, so. Can't trick me, that's what a child thinks fine cuisine is. Also, average Dutch person only eats 1 warm meal a day. Then they eat bread for breakfast and lunch. Beware, very scary, I know. The rest is bread, baby. Hey, and you, hey, slip slop. You can also put peanut butter and chocolate paste. Yeah, but I feel that overpowers it a bit. Then again, I don't like butter very much. So sometimes I just don't put butter on it. And I just like fold my bread and try to like squeeze it a bit. Like slightly melt the hagelslag. So it doesn't go slip and sliding off my bread. It's no more than the bread part, surely. Really? Because when I was in the UK, everybody was eating like 2 warm meals a day. And in Japan, everybody's eating like 2 warm meals a day. So I just started assuming that was pretty common. I see. If you use some kind of chocolate spread. I mean, you could, but it's a bit overwhelming, you know? What's the second? On this list, it's vlokken. It's like a thicker, you know, a thicker one. 2 hours to eat a salad. See, that's what I was started thinking. Like, everybody was saying that, like, it was weird to not eat 2 warm meals a day. Instead, where the Dutch people just eat bread twice a day. Godly combo with peanut butter and butter spreads. But if you're using peanut butter, you don't need regular butter anymore, though. Okay. Oh, yeah, here we've got some other stuff. So, we've got Cocoa Flocker. You can see some of the funnies I was mentioning. We've got Cocoa Spoats, which is basically like coconuts. Like if you were to squeeze a coconut, you know, down, and you squeeze your coconuts, and then you put it on your bread. Pretty good. Then the like pink and blue thing is what we call beschuit met muisjes. And muisjes are basically like anise seeds that are like with a sugary cover. They're very nice, they're very sweet. They're traditionally eaten when a baby is born, but also you can just eat it anyway. So you can, it's your choice. I think they're quite yummy. I actually quite like beschuit, generally speaking. Beschuit with like, you know, regular toppings like meat and cheese and stuff is pretty good as well. And they can also break your crowns, yeah, if you have braces. What's the green guy do? He eats your flocken. Is it written in English? I don't know, Jack. You know English. Does it look English to you? Hey, Lito, welcome in. And then in the corner, the bottom right corner, it's my beloved leverkaas. They don't have this like anywhere else. I don't sell leverkaas in Japan. I can only eat leverkaas when I go back to the Netherlands. You know, it's like, is it ham? Nah, baby, liver. But like the type that's like the yummy type. That's you have at the borrel. Remember the Bassie leverkaas? I do! I used to like fold my leverkaas, bite into the center, so that it would have 2 eyes, and then I bite in the center so it would have a face. Looks like from the German leverkaas. Yeah, the round ones I think are closer to the German version. Get in slices. Yeah. You can also get it as a spread. As a liver pate, but it's different from the liver pate. I said it earlier, like the liver paste is different. Because the liver pate, it's like more granulated. It doesn't look as, like, taste as good if you eat it like solo. Whereas like the leverkaas, it's pretty good if you eat it solo too. It's like smoother. What are the pink and blue things? Those are anise seeds. They're anise seeds covered in sugar. And they're called muisjes because they kind of look like they have a little tail. So they look like little mice. But they're not made of mice. They're just called that. Yeah, and leverkaas also has a bit of jelly and a bit of fat, yeah, especially on the outside, like the white line. Mostly coconuts and sweets. The stuff on top, that's coconut. Everything else is not coconut. Love new words, my brain can't process it all. And they are on the liver. No. This is beschuit. The liver is separate. The liver is on the bread. The anise seed is on the beschuit. Leia, thank you for the medal. Beschuit is like a kind of cracker. That's like a bit sweeter. But it's really good. Hold on. I guess... I thought you guys had beschuit in other countries. Do you guys not have beschuit? I thought at least you guys would know what beschuit was. Hold on. Is beschuit also only Dutch? I guess there's no beschuit in Japan, so... I guess that's fair. It's like... it's beschuit, you know? It's very Dutch. Oops. It's like hard. Like imagine if like... you had like a bread, but it was slightly sweeter. And it's... it's like a circle. And then you put stuff on it. It's like somewhere between a cracker and a bread. You know, it's beschuit. We do it. It's beschuit with the bootje takeout. It's very yummy. It's very nice. It's like hardtack? No. It's very crumbly. It's not like hard to bite into. Hardtack is like inedible. It's not hardtack. It's not hardtack. Yeah, it crumbles very easily. It's like a big crouton. That's a better way to put it. Like a massive crouton. It's dry and hard, but it's not hard to bite into. You're not breaking your teeth on this. It's beschuit. You know, it's beschuit. I recommend it. Beschuit is very yummy. I use it as an alternative to bread sometimes, if I could. It's not as hard as a crouton, yeah. It's like a bit softer than a crouton. It's easier to crumble. And that's beschuit. And then you can put anything on beschuit. You can put Nutella on beschuit. You can put hagelslag. You can put the muisjes, which are in the corner there. You can put meat. You can put cheese. It's very yummy. It's like very crunchy. So you can have a good crunch. You can put some jam on there. Exactly. You make me crave this. Does it exist only in slice form? I think if you had like a massive beschuit loaf and you tried to cut into it, you would make a huge mess. You'd make a massive mess. Like it would crumble everywhere and you would not get a clean cut. Like you can't cut beschuit. You can like break it, but you couldn't cut it cleanly, no? Yeah. You could put kokosbrood on it. Saying it's X doesn't make people more likely to know what it is with this beschuit. And also, yes, you can't whistle after beschuit. It's like very common, like birthday party challenge is like to eat like beschuit, and then like first one to whistle wins. You know, like because it's hard to whistle after eating beschuit. That is true. That is very true. It's not super sweet, but the anise seeds can be pretty sweet that you have in the muisjes. I recommend those. And all of this is not available in Japan. I have to eat it whenever I go back home. Gambatte cutting. You don't cut the beschuit. It's a mess. You just bite the beschuit. Hey, get a pancake with a white loaf if you want to. They're like Weetabix. They are not like Weetabix at all. They are very, very far from Weetabix. Very, very, very different. They're closer to a crouton. That I think is still the closest definition. It says kokosbrood, bacon slice in the picture. It's kokosbrood. It's made of kokos. And you could start a Dutch store and buy all of your stock and shut the doors down. And I wouldn't have any profit. I think doing it that Jorunna would have twins. I guess so, yeah? Yeah, it's not very savory. It's not savory. I do eat it with meat though. And cheese. But that's just me. It is mostly used for like sweeter stuff though. Why don't you make it? I don't think you can make beschuit yourself. Like guys, I don't have the equipment to make anything in this picture. Like beschuit, I think you need special equipment for. Leverwurst, you need to have like a butcher's license and definitely need special equipment for. To crush a coconut, I think I'd need a special crusher and a processing plant to put that through. And like, I also don't have the method to process cocoa beans into flocken. I don't have a laser cutter at home. Can make any food except this. I could import the sprinkles at least, yeah? You could get Stamppot and then toast it twice in the air fryer. But it wouldn't taste the same though. Like when you do that to the Stamppot as it is, it just becomes sharp bread. You know what I mean? Like if you do that to Stamppot, it's just sharp bread and it doesn't have the texture and flavor of beschuit. Like it's not as like crumbly or anything. There's nothing like a bread that's close to it either. It's like, you know, you get beschuit out the tin, you know. That's the thing. You have to crush your coconut to make the Kokosbrood. Everyone wants to band together and buy a food processing plant. Okay. Here we go. Cheese! Broodje kaas! Broodje kaas. Is this broodje kaas? Yes, it is broodje kaas. It's when you put the kaas on the cheese. The cheese on the bread, I mean. The kaas on the brood. Average Dutch supermarket cheese department. When we take our cheese seriously, and though we mostly put the kind of cheese we put on the bread is generally the same, but we love our cheese. We make our cheese. We are big on the cheese. Cheese good. Cheese on the bread. Just put cheese in the bread. Do you need anything else? No, not really. No, and just cheese sandwich. We love our cheese sandwich. Nothing else, no. You can put butter on there or something, I guess. Get a cheese at the farmer's market? Hell yeah! It's mostly hard cheese. Mostly, yeah, but there are some softer ones. can microwave it a bit. You can make a toasty. I considered putting toasty on the list. But I know a lot of you guys do make toasty where you are at. But I bet you're not making it right with just the cheese and the ham and then dipping it in the ketchup. But I was kind. I did not put toasty on the list because then everybody would say, like, I know what a toasty is. I've made a toasty before. No, you haven't. Do you have a toasty iron? Do you have a dedicated toasty iron at home? Didn't think so. In the Netherlands, we do. Every household has a toasty iron. Yeah. And Swiss have cheese fondue and it's popular. No bets that Joe must resort to putting the cheese in the corn chips. I'm roasting us. Yes, I am. Haven't done it in a long time. Still have one. See? See? A sandwich press. Not the same. Not the same. But yeah, we like putting cheese on bread. Also, I nearly didn't put it in because like you guys will be like, that is just ham and cheese and an egg on bread. And you are correct. But we call it an uitsmijter. and that's different. and it's different when we do it. Because you can order the uitsmijter at the restaurant. You see, and that's why it's different. I take it very seriously. Cheese sandwich but with other slices of cheese instead of bread, yep. I'll put the cheese on top and melt it though. That's acceptable, I'll allow it. It's very different, don't worry. I looked at the picture, I was like, oh man, it's making me hungry. The uitsmijter Smith, the cheese is not molten. And this is not a good uitsmijter. It's true, like the ham barely looks like heated up either. They need to be like heating up this cheese. Is moldy cheese still edible? I mean, depends on the kind of cheese. Some cheese is made to be moldy. Still have not had dinner. Maybe you should get some. Okay, and then next up. Ontbijtkoek. So you could quite literally translate ontbijtkoek into breakfast cake. Because it is the cake that you eat for breakfast. You can put some butter on it and it's pretty yummy. It's you make a slice and then you eat it. It says like it has spices in it. It's because of the spice trait. It looks a bit like bread. You can also even put cheese on it if you want to. If you're feeling a little bit wild. If you're feeling a little bit crazy. if you're like getting ready to party. So it's because of the spice trait, yeah. It's the bread sugary. It's like spice and honey and cinnamons and cloves and that kind of stuff. The white one looks like a hot cross bun without the hot or the cross. Well, I'm pretty sure Dutch people invented the hot cross bun, so that's probably true. That's probably true. So like ontbijtkoek is pretty good. They have like a couple of different variations. Like with sugar and stuff. I recommend the ontbijtkoek. I recommend the breakfast cake and eating it for breakfast. Just like a slice. Maybe 2. Maybe 3. It's part of a healthy breakfast. I think there's a lot of fiber in it, so that's probably good. So. And then we have the krentenbol. Nearly didn't add it because I was like, everybody's got a krentenbol, don't they? But then I asked a friend and she said, no, not everybody has a krentenbol. So it's when you've got the bun with the raisins in it, and that's the krentenbol, and then you put some butter on it, and maybe some cheese. And then you eat it, yeah. Yeah, you can eat a whole loaf in one go, but it will be a problem. I eat muesli bollen more, that's fair, that's fair. And spice bread is very popular in Europe. I wouldn't be surprised, yeah. You have the raisin buns too. I had krentenbol, hell yeah. I had quite krentenbol are good to get like a whole bag of them. And you just like get 12 in a bag because they're quite small. And then you take them with you if you go for a hike or go walking or go to the park. You know, it's the go-to. Taking it with you when you visit the Efteling. Or whatever kind of food. You know, your mom puts it in a backpack and hands everybody a krentenbol, you know. Then gets soggy and wet from the sun in the bag, yeah. Naturally, there's a random variation of bread, cheese, and sprinkles. Hey, I showed other stuff too, you know. Okay. Flea! So, how do I describe Flea? Flea is like a Dutch custard. But it's not as thick as custard. You can eat it just on its own. It's like a vanilla-like custard in Dutch. And we call it Flea. And you should get yourself some Flea. It's like the quintessential, you know, like dessert. Very often people will just have like just a, you know, pack of it in the fridge. And you can just pour yourself a bowl of Flea. It's a very common dessert. Commonly speaking, you get it in vanilla or in chocolate. Those are the two main flavors that they sell, but they do have other varieties too. They have to name it vanilla flavor Flea because of the low cans of vanilla, really. Hey, toodles, say it up. Hey. I'll keep the yellow and the chocolate separate in the bottle. Magic. You can eat it just on its own. Yep. You can put ice cream or biscuits in, but you can also eat it by itself. You can add some yogurt if you want to and mix it with the yogurt. Sometimes people do that. Hey, so hey. You can add some jam if you want to. You know, if you want something too rottingly sweet and sugary but very yummy, I would suggest adding some fruit hagelslag into it. And like a lot of it. So that like the like, you know, sugary juices of the hagelslag start mixing with the Flea. Very good. will kill you instantly, but so delicious. Used to make that for myself in the morning sometimes. Very, very yummy. And then on the right we have Flea Flip. And Flea Flip is usually Flea with like a jam, some fruits, some yogurt. Wouldn't that just make soggy bread? No. There's no bread involved. You put the hagelslag into the Flea. You don't put the bread in the Flea. Only the hagelslag. How do you flip the Flea Flip? You don't flip the Flea Flip. If you flip the Flea Flip, you're gonna make a mess. Yeah, the hagelslag is just a sprinkle. The bread is not involved. Is it good to pair with protein powder? You try it and tell me. Sunshine outfit, thank you. Get back to me after you've tried it. Then why did it say to flip it? Well, you flipped it first, and when you were making it, but you don't flip it while you're eating it. Don't flip the Flea Flip. Where are the fries? We've already looked at the fries, Dapper. That was earlier. So yeah, like I would recommend just adding the sprinkles into it, like specifically the fruit sprinkles, which are the sugary fruit flavored ones. That will bleed their like pinkish coloration. And then like your vanilla Flea is like filled with like pink and orange color powder as the sugar melts into the Flea. It's so sugary, but it's very yummy. It's very good. Looks like a parfait. It's like Flea Flip. It's more custardy than a parfait. Because people are cheap and want everything from the container, so they built the Flessenlicker. That's true, for the Flea. Which is like an apparatus to like get the last bit of Flea from the inside of your pack. Will the PowerPoint be available? Of course. Let's try this pretty low in protein and high in sweet. I mean, I told you guys, nobody listened to my disclaimer. At the beginning I said we eat normal food in the Netherlands. But all the healthy stuff is boring and I don't... There's no point in talking about it. Because it's just bread, meat, and bread, meat, potato, vegetable. And they eat it in 90% of Europe. It's not even like unique. It's what everybody eats. People will be like, oh, that's just German or Polish or Danish. Or like, it's because everybody eats it. All of us eat potato, meat, and vegetable. It's all of Europe. Is it tasty stew? There are tasty stews, yeah. So there's plenty of like, you know, other stuff, but it's not gonna be interesting to put on the slideshow. just grab a potato, your choice of meat, and like 1 or 2 vegetables. The interesting stuff is all the unhealthy stuff, I'm afraid. And also Stamppot. And the fish. And besides, from now on, it's only gonna be like sweets and candy, because we already covered the meat and the fish, so... Any flapper dishes? No, unfortunately. PoFFertjes! So this is like a small pancake. Like imagine a pancake. Now imagine it was small. That's a PoFFertje. They actually do sell these in other countries now. So you might have had these. They got really, really terrible ones at the KFC in Japan. Like just absolutely crap. But they do call them PoFFertjes. Gotta go in 5 minutes, gonna miss the candies. No! Seen them but never had them. They're pretty yummy, they're pretty good. That's innovating food like the US State Fire. Yeah, JK, that is in Japan. Yeah, they have them at the KFC, of all places. Why do we have so many pancakes? Because we're pancake masters, baby. Made these in the morning. Hell yeah. So generally, you know, it's like a small pancake. You add a bit of butter. You add powdered sugar. You can add like syrup or fruit to taste. So hard to mess this up. How did they do it? You want to know? They drowned it in butter. Like 1 centimeter of butter paste at the bottom. Just like absolutely soaked, soaky, dripping wet with butter. Like disgustingly. Like I picked up one PoFFertje out of the cup and it was like dripping and slick and but it was disgusting. I did not think you could make PoFFertjes so badly. Especially because like I'll show you guys. You think they do it well in Japan because PoFFertjes are basically made the same way that takoyaki is. Like a PoFFertje pan looks the same as a takoyaki pan. Like I think you could literally make PoFFertjes in a takoyaki pan and vice versa. It's just like the depth is slightly different, but you definitely could. Like this is how you make them. Hey Booster, don't think it's supposed to be soggy? It isn't. Like what's the filling? No filling. It's just a small pancake. It's just pancake but small. Like imagine a pancake, now imagine it small. That's all. Like imagine if your pancake was small. But yeah, you basically make them exactly like you do takoyaki. It's just that the scale of the pan is usually a bit smaller, I think, or like a bit less deep. But you absolutely could make them in takoyaki pan. So yeah, no, I did KFC. It was disgusting. I could not eat them. I tried one. I could not swallow it. It was literally soaked in butter. Terrible. Why would Americans do this? But yeah, like maybe one day I think these would go super hard in Japan. It's got like the crepe, you know, advertising power where people could go like, oh yeah, that's very insta-buy. You know, whereas like this will be so Instagrammable for later. I'll take cute pictures, I'll put some strawberries on it or whatever. But no, hasn't got on yet. Just saying, hole in the market. It's like a small pancake the whole time. Always has been. Me when I grab PoFFertjes and it's chewy and tastes like octopus. Once someone else eat a brick with a spoon. Like just a regular brick. But likes to soak his entire base of PoFFertjes with syrup. And that's acceptable and the way you should be doing it. Then add a bunch of powdered sugar. When we skewer them and deep fry them. Will probably still be pretty good. Actually, it might be quite a bit like oliebollen. Which might be the next slide. Yeah! It might be a little bit like oliebollen. Aloha Philip, welcome in. So, you guys know, a lot of you guys know about oliebollen. I taught you about them for New Year's, for like the past 4 years. So chances are you've heard me talk about them too. And we've got to check it, the classic oliebollengram. So imagine a fried donut. Imagine if you had a donut and then you fried it. That's kind of what an oliebol is. They call it an olieball. It's because you put it in the oil. They're really good. Imagine your dough, now fry it. Delicious. Gotta catch the pot later? No ways. Just subscribe, thank you, Philip. Aren't donuts already fried? Well, this is, you fry them, you know. It's the, yeah. It's a ball of oil, yeah. But they're really good, they're really yummy. It's basically fried dough. They come in like 2 classic flavors, which are just plain and with raisins. But a lot of these stands will have other options like full of apple or banana. They'll also sell things like apple beignets and that kind of things a lot of the time. They might also have with chocolates or etc, etc. Hey, Swoggy. Let's take a look at the Dutch ovens. There's a lot of oil in there. So it doesn't look like a donut because it's not a donut. It's an oliebol, which means there's no hole. It's an oliebol. But I said imagine a donut. Is gebakken like baked goods? Yeah, basically. Like it's mostly they will have a focus on things like oliebollen and apple beignets, banana oliebollen, oliebol adjacent recipes. Now these are traditionally speaking a New Year's food. Like on New Year's, like the day before, your parents will be like, hey, how many oliebollen are you eating tomorrow? And you'll be like, well, probably like 10. Like 12, I don't know. And they'll, you know, they'll get enough for the whole family. You know, like, you'll be like, you know, I'll probably eat like 5 in the evening during the New Year, but I might like eat like another 5 during the day. In the lead up, I don't know. You can get them anytime in Japan, I know, but I didn't have time to grab one yesterday. Or I would have gotten Stroopwafel too. What's my record? It's probably like 12 in a day, or something like that. just keep, you know, getting them. The Dutch love bollen in the cuisine, it's true. That's why Bon is round. What is in the Bon? I live in Japan. We actually sell them at Jack in the Donuts year round, which is quite nice. They're a bit different. They add like a bit of dried fruit to them, but the flavor is authentic. They do look good. So in the Netherlands, well, these are generally New Year's food. The stands will generally pop up around December. You'll also find them at the Kermis, which is like a fun fair during the year. You can also find them at the Efteling, and sometimes at like special fairs you'll see them, but otherwise they are a bit seasonal. I think the French will kill you if you try to dip one in the champagne. I would kill you. You would ruin the good oliebol. That would not be a good flavor combination. I'd kill you. It's just a cry. There is a hubris to be had here. You're going too far. And then we have tompoes. And this one might be the most appropriate one of the day, because today, you guys may have forgotten, but is Koningsdag. Korwa onyako Fujiwonna desu. Ma korwa Google Translate kana? Chotto henna kana? That's Napoleon cake. No! This is tompoes. It's close to millefeuille, but it's tompoes. Tompoes! I still think it's Queen's Day. It honestly should still be Queen's Day. Can't believe they changed it. Tompoes! Tompoes. Those are pink, not orange. Yes. So you may notice that these are most of the time they're pink. However, on King's Day or Queen's Day, they are orange. Because that's Dutch Day. They'll also make them orange for like things like the World Cup or Eurovision, that kind of thing. Vanilla slice. It's tompoes. It's like a crème snitté. No, it's tompoes. It's like a soft cream filling, not whipped cream, mind you, between like a millefeuille kind of layer on top and bottom, and then you have like a glazing, and nobody can agree how to eat them. It's true. There are infinite ways of eating these. Now, some people would say, you still eat your Prime Minister? Only sometimes. Some people would say you need to like just use your fork and just get bits, you know? Get bits of it. However, my take, remove the top layer. Then, eat the bottom part. And then, lick the bottom of the top layer. Then eat the rest of the top layer with the glazing on it. Because that's the yummiest part, and you save it for last because that's where the best things are at, and you're not including the cream with it because that will just detract from the glazing flavor on the top part of the pastry. It's a big slit. No, it's more like a pastry. Heresy. Eat the top part last and separately. How about a spoon? You eat like half the meal with a spoon. Look, you use the fork to like eat the center part, right? To like eat the bottom pastry and the center part. And then the top part you just take with your fingers and you just like nom 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 nom. Then you just like nom 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 nom. You know. Can I eat it raw? Yeah, you can. That's they're served raw. You don't bake your tompoes. But then you put it back together. Yeah, but then you're just like, the bottom pastry part isn't interesting. Like, you're adding more pastry to the delicious glazing layer. You want to have as much of the glazing layer on its own as you can for the balance. So like, but like the pastry is boring. So like some people will just like scoop the cream off. But then you have to eat the pastry plain. Like you do want to have the cream with the pastry. Cut it in half or thirds and you can eat it 3 different wrong ways. Cleanest way is to put it on the side and use your fork as a knife, yeah? Hey. Sounds like you just want the glazing. I just know how the best part is. And that's the top part. Just push it on the sides. No. Here you will move the top. And save that for last. Biting into it and making all the screen gush out. That's the worst way to eat it. Then you just make a mess. You don't hold the tompous. It would just go everywhere. Disaster. Like the top and bottom are hard and the middle is squishy, so you just like flop. Like the whole thing. Disaster. What a mess. Eat in one go. If you're a snake, you can do this. Eat with toast. You don't do that. No. But yes, that's the most today appropriate food, and I'm sure a lot of people will be eating some tompous today. Next, fly. Yeah, Americans, I'm coming for you. You're saying as American as apple pie. Did you crisscross battle? You stole that from us. That's Dutch. We did it first. Bring it back. We had it first. I'm calling you out, America. This is Dutch, baby. Yeah, I'm saying it. Google it. Check Wikipedia. It's true. We made the apple pie first. And we have way more options. So first 3/4 made of Flea. No. Those are like different kinds of cream. Dutch invasion of the US to reclaim the apple pie. It's global now? Yeah, but it was Dutch first. It's Limburg, that's almost Belgian. No, for this we're claiming Limburg to be part of the Netherlands. The Belgians don't get to claim it. But it's mostly Limburg that makes the fly. It's part of the province of Limburg, is kind of specialty. Not giving back New Amsterdam, it's New York now. I'm taking it back and changing the name. I'm changing the name. What's more Dutch than apple pie? Exactly. Exactly. Limburg claimed out of convenience and win the arguments. Limburg, stay in Limburg, please. So, fly comes in many different flavors. And you guys are missing out on them because there's hundreds of flies. In all kinds of different flavors and assortments and fruits and stuff. And like, you guys didn't even steal all of them. Hiya, Cubo. Hi. But to be fair, the apple pie is pretty good. But let it be known, we did the apple pie first, baby. Fly. It's like smoothing tag. Suck to make it, it always turns out bad. You have to go to Limburg to train on the masters. You know, there used to be like fly restaurants where you could just get a single slice. Apple pie originated in England. I check again. Hi, Cubo. Hi. And hi, I don't know how to pronounce your name. You want me blamed for having apple pie when a bunch of Dutch people just show up when you start out? No, of course not. But you can't claim you made it. You can't claim you invented it, though. Me when I want fly, but I get fly. When the fly flip. My favorite is actually Kersefly. I like the cherry flavor. They're pretty good. Great English Earl of apple pie made the apple pie. Everyone knew that. Don't like apple pie, but I like the blueberry. Blueberry is pretty good. I like the cherry pie, which is the big one. And I put in the top right corner. And it's pretty good. It's got good flavor. But I like apple pie too. I like all kinds of fly. Which is what it is. It's not actually pie, it's fly. Obviously. Is McDonald's apple pie the same taste? McDonald's apple pie is like a hot pocket. It's like a completely different thing. Are the funnel cakes Dutch? I don't know what a funnel cake is, but these things are Dutch. The white looks like a pretzel. It's like a more crunchy crust on top, yeah? It's pretty good when they do that. I've been using the time machine to change the timeline to make everything involve the Dutch. Always has been. We've always been there. Roze koek! Ho-ho! Roze koek, much like tompoes, goes orange for special Dutch events. Like KONINGSDAG. Or the World Cup. Now roze koek. This stuff. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. I could eat 6 of these. They're like, imagine a cake. And then put glazing on it. But they're like really yummy, you know? You have them in big. And you have them in small. You can buy them like the big size, that's the size of your palm. Or you can buy the small size, which is the size of a Kipling's bake wall. But you still call it roze koek when it's orange. I guess you can call it oranje koek, but it doesn't sound right. These were hard to find for a while. That's insane. That's a shame. They haven't had the big ones in local supermarket for a few years. Oh man, but the big ones are so good. There are orange roses as well. There are. And like a Reese's cup. No, they're bigger than that usually. Why is a chunk missing? I bit it. What flavor is the cake? Like cake flavor? Like imagine like a cake. like a standard cake. Are you okay? You ate the paper? There's no paper. Just like a vanilla cake with fondant, yeah. Oranje koek is Frisian. I see. I'm so hungry I took a process in the middle of the slide, yeah. Like it's like if imagine a cake and you put fondant on it. Rose is usually a specific color rather than flowers. Oh no, rose in Dutch means pink. So that's where the rose comes from. So it doesn't mean the flower, it means pink. Pink cake. I forgot in English you say pink, so this isn't the immediately clear translation. It just means pink cake, basically. Salmon roze koek. Which is like why the other ones would be like oranje koek, orange cake. Like roze koek, but it's more like boterkoek with roze koek icing, yeah. What's a rose in Dutch? Roos. R-O-O-S. Is roos. where roze, R-O-Z-E is pink. You like rose gold or diamond? Oh, that's fair. So like that's basically the difference between the words. They're quite similar, yeah. You could have roze rose, which means pink roses in Dutch. Roze rose. Chips! I just put my favorites that are hard to find in other countries on one slide. I know some of you guys have paprika, but they don't in a lot of countries, and it makes me sad. Also, I love hamkaats and nibbits. They're so good, and they're hard to find in other places. I love hamkaats so much, you guys. Not even the whipped paprika ones. I could have put more paprika on there, but paprika is kind of there as an overhaul flavor. Why are they dancing? I'm like snapping my fingers and jingling my keys to make you guys look at the presentation again. They're pulling in your attention. Like paprika in the Netherlands is the second most popular flavor. Like it's like I don't know, what's the second most popular flavor where you are? It's like the sour cream and onion of the Netherlands. It's like, you know, what's the first? Just salt, you know? It's like if you're having a party, you get your salt and you get your paprika. Like you get both of them because they're both popular. They're the two main chips. You get a bag of each. It's the big chip, you know. You have paprika and then cheese. Nice. Should have put Subway syrup in the corner. What's with you guys and salt? What country hates salt? I think salt is the most popular flavor in every country, no? Like I think like natural, like salt flavor is usually the best seller for any country, but then secondary flavor is the one that will differ. Orange is funny enough the second favorite. I see. It's like country hates salt. We love salt. So that's paprika. It's basically the most popular, second most popular. Now, the other flavors. Hamkaas is ham and cheese flavor. God, it's so good, baby. It's so good. And it's like in a grid. And I would like eat the corners of the grid to make a cross. And like I would eat them carefully to like not break the cross. And that was my personal challenge. Now they do have off-brand ham and cheese flavored chips. And they're not as good. So you do need to get the Lay's hamkaas. These are the hamkaas is the only one. Dutch didn't invent paprika. We just really like paprika chips. You know. You hate salt because you can't feel so much underwater. No, we love salt. Ham and cheese does sound great. Trust me, it's really good. It doesn't actually taste like ham and cheese. It just tastes like a third thing that is yummy. The problem is that the off-brand one actually tastes like ham and cheese, and it's not that good. Hamkaas though taste delicious. You don't really taste the ham. It's like a more umami cheese. Like imagine if your cheese was more umami. Like extra savory cheese chips. Ham and cheese toasties are the best though, yeah. Then nibbits. So nibbits are just like nibbit flavor? They have a flavoring on top of it. I don't know what the flavoring is, but they're pretty good flavors. They're pretty good. Some of these might be in like other European countries as well, here and there. Like Germany probably has them, as well as Belgium and such. So yeah, nibbits are just MSG flavor basically. But the important thing is, you see how like the nibbits have like, you know, they're like sticks. Now you guys wanna know my secret nibbit trick? So if you like lick the end of 2 sticks and then crush them together, you have one long nibbit. You can keep doing this to make an even longer nibbit. My record is 6 nibbits before the weight gets too much and it falls apart. Is for the nibbit centipede. I did the same thing. I think everybody did. You can also, if you want to get wild, you can, you know, for the nibbit speedrunning strat, you don't actually have to lick the ends. You can like lick the center and then stick a nibbit in it and you have a nibbit T. Like just a capital T. And like if you want, you can like, you know, make animals out of it. If you just like keep sticking nibbits together. Parents hate when you do this. Science was so preoccupied with whether or not they could, they didn't stop to think if they should. Parents hate this one trick, but I'm just saying, that's maximum nibbit enjoyment. You also have nibbit rings, which taste the same as nibbits, but they're rings, and you put them in your fingers, and then your fingers get really nice and greasy and covered in nibbit dust. And that's how you eat nibbit rings, and then that's what everybody does. You put them on your fingers. I'm pretty sure you guys have similar things. It's like bugles, but they're rings. You try to put as many rings on your fingers, and then your fingers are really gross. It's great. As God intended. Those people don't have balloon animals, they have nibbit animals. Yeah, stick a finger into a ring if that's a different flavor. Yes, you should. Yes, you should. And then you can lick your fingers afterwards, because they're covered in, like, nibbit dust. You know? Exactly. Getting linked to nibbit rings. I mean, I recommend just like googling nibbit rings, and then you'll find it in Google. If you search for chips, drop. This is licorice. Now, I must tell you guys, you see this in the corner? This is what we call Engelse drop. It's not proper drop. If you've only had this stuff, that's not proper drop. That's not proper licorice. Put that away. That's what the British people eat. It's tasty, but it's not the right stuff. It's, you know, they're not as good. You get sickly of them too quickly. That's not what it's about. sorry, British people, but your licorice isn't the right stuff. You guys have other good things going for you. Like, I really like your cherry bake walls, but your licorice, I'm sorry. It's not the good stuff. We call it all sorts. We call it the English stuff. Miss Trekdrop. Trekdrop is pretty good, yeah. Any Dutch soft drink flavors? Oh, I forgot! I should have put Fristie on. It's okay, I'll show you guys Fristie in a bit. In a bit. Okay. No. The British have some good cuisine, but it's not their licorice. Because of the one I'm familiar with, which is the problem, because you guys are all eating the wrong stuff. The British licorice conquered the world and like made you guys think that the licorice was something different, and it's not what it is. You know? Now, there's all kinds of licorice. There's like, you know, variations between salty and sweet. And if you are a licorice hater, I suggest trying one of the sweet ones. Like these ones, which are combined with what we call wine gums, which are basically like fruity, jelly, candy, gummy things, you know. There's no wine in it, we just call them wine gums. I would suggest there, no honing drop. There's honing drop in the background here probably somewhere. Start with something sweet. And then you can work your way up to like a salty fish. And start with a soft sweet one and then go to a hard salty one instead, you know? Now, I know you guys all love my brown sugar cubes. You guys have told me it looks like horse feet before. But griotte, which these are called, are the best kind. They're so good. I would devour a bag of griotte. Like, I will just obliterate these. They're really yummy and I recommend them. It's like drop and it's covered in sugar. It's really good. You should get them. It's George's favorite teeth. I also recommend Autodrop, which is there. It's like drops shaped like cars and they're very beginner friendly. Brown sugar, yeah. The koi ones are not as good, yeah. I'm not big on those. Like time mom sent me the licorice break. No, that's not what those are. The chocobos that built George's figure, yeah. Exactly. So like it's not the same as like the Finnish stuff I see someone mention. That's salmiakki. And they do sell salmiak in the Netherlands. But it's not the same. It's not the same. Actually, what you do, I didn't show here because I forgot. Is like, let me see. Can I find it? Yeah, we've got. Can you guys figure out what this is? 1 second. Ooh. Mysterious. Hey, Mr. King. Hey. So this is called zwart-wit, or also salmiak powder, or it's not sour powder. This is basically powdered licorice. It's basically powdered licorice. It's salmiak, and you just like stick your finger in and like lick the licorice off. Basically, it will kill you faster than the cinnamon cat challenge. You don't put it on bread like Sinkles. You just dip your finger and take some of the. Just go yum 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 yum. You lick it and go like that's powdered salmiak. That's powdered salmiak. You do a line with it. Your kidneys will shrivel up if you eat this whole pot in one go. Yeah, you will die. We'll never forgive them for what they did to Crash Bandicoot. What did they do? Never heard of that. Yep, it's one of the old classics. Okay, what if I mix it with pancake mix? You might explode. I don't know. Never tried. Might be worth trying. I don't know. I don't know. Licorice pancake, maybe. I try it. I'm not sure if it would go well. I'm not sure if it can bake or cook. It's the thing where I'm like, Oh yeah, I should also show you guys, while we're on it, some zoethout. You know, everybody loves it. You know, when you're Dutch and you go to the classic Dutch candy store and you just like eat a stick. You know, classic like just eating a stick. This is zoethout. Literally speaking, sweet wood. This is a licorice stick. You kind of just like nibble and suck and lick it, and it imparts the flavor of licorice, basically, towards you. You don't really, you kind of like just keep nibbling it till you're like at the core of it. You don't eat them whole, but you just kind of like bite them. It's literally like a stick, so. Can't believe it's not that pocky. So you just kind of like suck the juices out of them. You just like keep eating it till the juice is gone. I think something is pocky on pocky day by putting it in the box. Yeah, you can crush it and suck on it and throw the piece away, exactly. So like, you know, once you've completely crushed and bitten like a piece down, you kind of just like cut it off and go to the next piece. Should we ban as beavers? No, the licorice is inside the stick, you know. But yeah, that's zoethout. That's zoethout. And you can eat the stick still. I know this is not working on my allegation that I might secretly be a horse, but looks like something Krampus would beat the children with. Do have a bit like a beaver-like tail. That's true. Okay. And then we have paper notice, speculaas, and chocolate letter. A lot of these are more Sinterklaas focused, but you can buy speculaas all year round. It's probably the closest to what you guys know as the Lotus biscuit. A lot of you guys have probably had Lotus biscuits before. That's speculaas, baby. They took it from us. That's our stuff. And the spout and go inside you, I guess, eat seeds. Yeah, actually, some of you guys, because I know internationally people started eating speculoos, which shocked me when I first saw it, because not only did like a British friend of mine say that she had speculoos, I also saw it on the shelf in Japan, which goes to show that like Lotus has really made it above the world. But yeah, speculoos is Dutch. That is a Dutch thing, so that is basically ground up speculaas, for that matter. So you guys might have had it before. You have the top left too. I think like variations of the top left is probably pretty common across a couple of countries, yeah? Showed up here a few years ago. Speculaos is kind of mainstream at now this year. Yeah, it's kind of like speculaas is still better, but the spread is pretty good too. Oh, it's Kirby's birthday! Hell yeah, let's go Kirby! Speculaas or speculoos, I agree. They basically abandoned it as Biscoff. It's not Biscoff, it's speculaas. But if you guys have had Biscoff before, then you probably had speculaas before, so yeah. It's of course there's like different brands who have different spice mixes, but it is, in the end, speculaas, so. That's the speculaas. Cinnamon, nutmeg, cloves, ginger, cardamom, white pepper, and anise. That checks out. Just in different quantities for different brands, so they'll sometimes have like a slightly different flavor. Yeah, they call Biscoff now. Heresy. Specky! Now, I know a lot of you guys have marshmallows, but my marshmallows are more fun. They're like a marshmallow, but better, so. And they look cuter. That's now you're just lying. No, those are speckies. They're big. They're much bigger than the Lucky Charms, but yeah, you're pretty close. They're unicorn sauce. They're like cute. They're pastel. They're basically cute marshmallows. This speckies. And they're pretty yummy. I think they're better than marshmallows actually. Marshmallows Dutch, so much better. That's speckies, baby. And then like you kind of do Chubby Bunny with them too, where you try to fit as many as you can in your cheeks at like birthday parties. Hi Elish, welcome in. But yeah, like sorry, marshmallows Dutch are way better. We got Luke maxed marshmallows. Chubby's lucky with them, yeah. They're classic and they're good. Would it be Chubby Sea Bunny? I guess so, yeah. I'm not biased. Trust me. Marshmallows in the Netherlands. If you compare, you'd get it. But UK would sell the stuff, right? You should. I hope one day they will. They're pure sugar. They're basically pure sugar. Allegations you're not a sea bunny? I'm definitely a sea bunny. Just a different kind of the sea bunny than the standard one. Okay. Stroopwafel. I don't really need to explain this to you guys. Stroopwafels are probably our biggest international food exports. That like you guys have all had stroopwafels before, right? They're there at Starbucks these days. Like all of you guys, do I have to explain the stroopwafel? Most of you guys have. You haven't. I figured most of you guys have had them by now. Big disclaimer to all English people. It's stroopwafel, not stroopwafel. I am in agony every time I hear somebody say stroopwafel. Please, or worse, stroopwafel. I'm begging you, stop it. It's stroopwafel. Please, I'm begging you. Stroop, thank you. Seen them on store shelves before? Yeah, they're very like popular for the imports these days. And stoop? No, not stoopwafel. Stroopwafel. Or you can go stroopwafel. You shouldn't spell it that way. That's how you pronounce it. It's literally spelled the way you pronounce it. It's just that English pronounces it wrong. You know, that's how you pronounce oh. It's stroop. Oop. Oop. Stroopwafel, you know. No stroop. No stroop. No stroopwafel. That's terrible. That's terrible. Okay, thank you. Big, and also other big announcements. Starbucks is lying to you. The traditional way of eating stroopwafels is not by putting them on top of your cup of coffee. This is what Starbucks says to sell more coffee. You can, and it's nice to heat them up. You don't put them on top of your tea mug to melt them. This is Starbucks propaganda. This is not the traditional way of eating them. I'm not saying you can't. You're more than free to warm them up on your tea mug or your coffee mug. You don't. Starbucks lie to you. It's just they want to combo sell them with their drinks. The best way to eat them is straight from the hot plate. You go to a stand outside that cooks them and you just eat them like that, straight from the hot plate. Otherwise, you eat them cold from the supermarket. You don't put them anywhere near your cup. It sounds like troop, yeah? Stroop. Or if you reheat them in a pan, you don't. You either get them fresh from the plate or you get them cold from the supermarket. Can't believe Starbucks would lie to us. Exactly, otherwise your stroopwafel will become mushy. You know, it's the classic upselling. They're like, oh, this little waffle was made to go with our coffee drink. No, it wasn't. They don't even say. They stole the stroopwafel. Unbelievable. They're good warm. And that's why you should get them hot from the plates from the stroopwafel seller in the middle of the city center. The Jorunna is so cute, right? You put them in the freezer. Is it an ice cream cone waffle? It certainly is not. It's a waffle with syrup in it. Love the outfit? Thank you. You can dunk it in your coffee. You can put it on your coffee cup. But it is not the traditional way of eating. And Starbucks has lied to you. I saw the first time they put them in Starbucks. I saw the instruction and they were like, oh, the traditional way of eating is like, no, it's not. You filthy liar. I have never seen someone do this in my life. What are you talking about? The absolute lies over here. But yes, of course, you're allowed to do that. They're nice when they're warm. It's not the traditional way. Welcome back, News. Welcome back. Sorry to hear about your meeting. The company lights. It's still... Is Starbucks even a thing there? There is. Starbucks is international, man. Starbucks is international. But yeah. Get yourself some stroopwafels. They're pretty good. Actually, fun fact. 10 years ago, it was kind of hard to get stroopwafels in Japan. They didn't really have it in the export shops very much. Starbucks wasn't selling them yet. And I found this one stroopwafel shop in like Tokyo. And they had like... They swear it's like a specialty store. And I swear to God, they had everything except for a normal stroopwafel. Like literally every flavor in the world that I've never heard of. Like in the Netherlands, stroopwafel is just stroopwafel. There's no other flavors. Like it's just syrup. They had like pear flavor. What's a pear flavored stroopwafel? They had like 20 different flavors and none of them were just normal stroopwafel. And also I tried a bunch of them and none of them actually tasted good, which was really sad. I was like, oh, come on, man. Couldn't you just like, just a normal stroopwafel? They got too lost in the sauce. Hi, Winnie. Hi, Whiskey. Hi. Have I had knippertjes? Do you mean knappertjes? Or knoppers? I actually really like knoppers, but I'm not sure if they're Dutch. I love some good knoppers though. Are knoppers Dutch? Let me Google that. Nah, it's German. The ones we get are more of a caramel than a syrup, but they're not fresh. Fair. But yeah, that's my stroopwafel story. Oh yeah, that's the end of my presentation. But okay, I was still gonna show you guys Fristy. Because I forgot to put drinks on there. One second. Let me get you guys a picture of Fristy. Here you go. Fristy. Here you go. Are the Doritos Dutch? They are when I eat them. So, guys, imagine if Kirby was a drink. I think it might look like this. That's Frosty, baby! That's Frosty. It's basically like a red fruit combination mashed drink that is pink. It's a berry milk. It's milk, but with berries. It's pretty good. I used to like drink this all the time. Used to really like this back in the day. Will suck you in, steal your powers. Yeah. It's a good drink. That's the Frosty. Like I'd ask my mom to get the whole pack. Delicious, delicious. They blended the Kirby, I'm afraid. Please don't. I'm not gonna say anything unless I know what it means. 44, I still drink that. I would still be drinking it if they sold it in Japan. Picking up Kirby and squeezing him like a sponge over a glass. I mean, to be fair, they sell these Kirby glasses, right? Let me show you guys. They sell these Kirby cups. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, these ones. And see through. So like whatever you fill it, it becomes the color of Kirby. And I don't think there's any better thing to put inside of it than Frosty. Because it's literally Kirby color. Like I don't know what else you could be filling this cup with, but it has to be Frosty. You know, it's gotta be Frosty. They need to sell it as a set. Like I actually have that cup. It's pretty good. Hey Takeda, yeah, hey. It's not strawberry milk, it's like a berry milk. There's raspberries and cherries and stuff and such inside as well. What's the other, I guess, like while we're looking at Dutch drinks, I gotta show you guys some double frizz. Oh, frizz, double dick, well, here we go. Here we go, double frizz. Woohoo! I used to drink a lot of double frizz. Now we're talking about the drinks, so. I posted Pancake. Oh, let me see. Let me take a look. Oh, I see. It's not really something we have much in the Netherlands, though. No, that's because it's Pennsylvania Dutch. They're German. Pennsylvania Dutch people aren't Dutch, they're German. Love your outfit. Thank you. Looks like a serpentine drink, right? It's very, very fresh. They also have a 1-calorie version, yeah. The Dragon Quest slime version of the cup. And the blue is very hard to color match, right? Like honestly, I can't think of any drink that isn't frizzy that would match Kirby that well. Iedereen, double frizz! Iedereen, double frizz! Love double frizz. And then team single frizz. Double is too much. Nah, you want double frizz. Like you want only apple and no persic. You want apple and persic, you know? Like otherwise you're just gonna have one framboise, no cranberry. Nah. You want double frizz. 2 fruit. I want to drink that in the summer. Yeah, I used to drink a lot of double frizz. It's pretty frizz, which means fresh, you know? So it's double fresh, basically. Hey, Rio, hey. Sometimes you just want apple juice. Nah, trust me. Once you get double frizz, you want your double frizz, you know? You want the apple peach double frizz. You get it. You understand. What about multi frizz? That's too much frizz for me. Hey, Rio, hey. Okay. But that's... I hope you guys feel very educated. Maybe hungry. Maybe you're hungry. Maybe you want to go and travel to the Netherlands and eat some food. Something like that. You know. I think this is the true format Joro, but it doesn't have the freckles. It needs to have the dots, you know. And it needs to have the dots. Now it does have the white cheek, the fins though. That's still. Yeah, the frost also means frizz. It's one of those words that is spread all around, you know. And I'm gonna harass my local Starbucks. Don't harass your local Starbucks. Can only handle a single frizz. Just gonna jump on a flight. Exactly. Yeah, I think it's time for you guys to visit the Netherlands. Get yourself some snacks from the store. Get yourself some leverworst. Some frikandel. Some croquettes. Hagelslag. And if you ever travel to the Netherlands, you'll know where to go. And that is the Pannenkoekenhuis. Remember to go to the Pannenkoekenhuis. And like, Some zuurkool, yeah. Well, not at Pannenkoekenhuis probably, but... Things look so good, you need to get some. I might secretly be a horse. Ah, thank you for the follow. Welcome in, welcome in. You have a referral code? I wish. The Kingdom of the Netherlands Tourism Department. Sponsor me. send me some cash. I'll make more bad presentations on my lunch break. Next time I'll make a presentation about, I don't know, museums or something. Pay me. Nah, I do it for the love of the game. Let's go. Man. Unfortunately, the only things available in this entire slideshow to me are like oliebollen and Stroopwafel in Japan. And you know, so they've made a presentation in LA. Well, then Nikkei would have to pay me, you know. Go to events already over the Dutch Pavilion. It's real. And when is Dutch tourism gonna have a VTuber ambassador? I will be your tour guide, you guys. I'll show you around, you know. I'll be like, look over there. That's Nemo. It's a science museum. If you look over there, it's a Tyler's museum. It's in a different city. We moved very quickly. I could start my own grey import store. Importing stuff is too pricey. I just asked my friends to like send me hamkaas like twice a year. My mom sends me chocolate and stroopwafels. So I send you daily updates if I ever go there? Yes. Yes. Must be like a Dutch restaurant somewhere in Tokyo. I'd be shocked if there weren't. You guys. It's funny you mention that. Because a Japanese friend of mine once got so excited because I told her about Dutch pancakes. And she was like, I found a Dutch pancake restaurant in Japan. And they have like, they advertise them as Dutch pancakes. It's on the sign. And I was like, oh my god. It really is on the sign. And then we went there. And they weren't Dutch pancakes. They were German pancakes. The disappointment I felt was tremendous. They were like the weird pancake babies that are folded over and crispy along the edges because it's like a thin crepe with like all the stuff in the center of it. It's the sadness I felt. Like I think they called it the Dutch baby pancake, but the Dutch baby pancake is not Dutch, it's German. Yeah, there's Huis ten Bosch, which I want to go to. I haven't actually been to Huis ten Bosch before. I really want to, it's just that Huis ten Bosch is really far from Tokyo. I would really like to go during summer because they have a really fun water park and I'm waiting for them to do the obstacle course again. But they haven't redone the obstacle course again, I think they've downsized. But I'd like to go to Huis ten Bosch because I think the concept of a Dutch theme park where everything is just Dutch and rebuilt to be Dutch is just very funny. So I'd really like to visit one day. And also sometimes they call it with One Piece, which I also think is quite funny. Because then the pirates are in the Netherlands. Yeah, they even made it from Dutch bricks, exactly. Hey, Virtuoso, welcome in. Dutch babies, my local overpriced breakfast place has them. Yeah, they're not Dutch. I don't like them much either. I drive past Heidelberg on my back to work. Ah, but Huis ten Bosch in the Netherlands or in Japan? Because two very different things. And there's the Dutch rice as well. You mean, oh yeah, I know the one you mean. But that one there isn't as much to do there. I don't think they specifically have Dutch restaurants or anything in the Netherlands. Yeah, I'm talking about the theme park in Japan, which is also called Huis ten Bosch. And it's basically just the Netherlands like rebuilt. I'd like to visit someday, but it's like at the bottom of Japan. It's like far in the south and it's quite far away. I think it's like 8 hours away, so it's not like a day trip, you know what I mean? It's not like a quick up and down to Huis ten Bosch, unfortunately, so if only. 1 second, I'm showing you guys the market again. So, one day, I wonder if they have like PoFFertjes or something there, or like if they sell Stamppot, maybe. Got Popeyes the other day, they had Mr. Luffy One Piece on my box of chicken pandas. It's true, I've seen like a lot of like collabs with like American restaurants lately, like doing anime things. Need the IKEA cap. Okay, well you're gonna have to haggle it with the bun. You know, one of the KONINGSDAG standards with Dutch people is that they're cheap, so you're gonna be like, Hey, if I buy the IKEA hat and the mist book, can I get a discount? Seraphine, thank you for the follow. She's doing riding to the Netherlands in a couple of weeks. Need to find a pancake house near the wilds. Nice, nice. It's way on the far west coast near where the Dutch dock doing some cool. I'd love to like visit Dajima one day as well. But like, how's Stamppot still? One day. One day, it's just so far away. The thing is, I'd like to go together with my mom, but she never comes during summer. But I want to go to the summer because that's when they have the water park. I want to go when the water park is there. Gonna go hike to the Netherlands in a couple of weeks. Yeah, get a pancake out. You can definitely find a pancake house if you like, just like check the routes. There must be something there. Nit wants to say to come. When she says summer, she doesn't mean like proper summer. She means like slightly. But then again, she does like the racing, so she might want to come during like the racing season at some point. I've combined with the Mega Man leg. Can I buy Jorunna? Not for sale. Can I buy your orange hat? In the spirit of entrepreneurship says yes, but wait, I have to haggle. 500 bun fodder for the hat. 500 bun fodder for the hat. Want the buns can drive you over for the night, yeah. Can I get a dissonant if I get the mayo twice? A dissonant? What's that? 500 outrageous. Hey, oi, I'm not haggling with you. Are you buying the hat too? Deal! Well, first come, first serve. Oh, and thank you, Polka. I'm glad you like them. Alright then, 1 second. Whoop. Very well then. 1 moment. Here. A hat for you guys. Hat for you guys. Quest, you're the highest bidder currently. You can have the hat. I buy without gonna get discount. No, not for sale. Buns can have the hat. You guys got it. It's a bit haunted. Well, that's because the bun is wearing it now. Oh wait, Biggest Salad bought it out from you? Wait, did you? Oh wait, because you got the hide. I see. Mama's luck said I can have something for free. Well, okay, you can have the hat. I mean, I guess after this, Dutch days are over, so... Man, I feel kind of naked without the hat now, though. I feel a bit naked without the hat. It feels so empty. My balance is all off. My balance is all off. I did wear the hat, yeah, hold on. I think I need to put like a different hat on. Okay, I'm gonna have to wear a different hat. 1 second. Here we go. That's better. feels less naked. Oh, feels less naked now. Oh, gotta put the tuny hat on. What? That smells like almost sea slug. No, don't isolate and chemically compound the funds for mass production. And this affected my charisma. It's okay. This new hat will +3 charisma me. +3 tuning. 200 follow for the nerd glasses. Fine. No. I say if you want the glasses, you gotta. It's 1,000 bum fodder. It's 1,000 bum fodder. Why is it dark? I'm full of evil. I'm the dark angel protecting this earth. Because you're a face it? Thank you, Fancy. Thank you. Turning into a blue archive character. Exactly. Came across your channel from the Stalker meme scrolling. Oh, hi! Welcome in. I will be playing Stalker again later this week. Today we're just celebrating the Netherlands. Because it's basically Dutch Day. I can look at when did I put it on my schedule again. I think I'm gonna be playing Stalker again on Thursday, probably. If you want to see how I do in the zone. Yeah, it's gonna be Thursday. Around this time again too. There's no bald spot, what are you talking about? How much for a meow? Like 500. Just got back from a race? Oh, did you go to horse racing? Hope you had fun. Doing in the TOT of Rings, the planet Saturn. Wee, wee. There was Saturn in like Mega Man recently, wasn't there? Mm-hmm. There's the bones being sold. Oh, you're allowed to have bones. Just not inside of your body. You know? Hey, Mekia, welcome in, welcome in. How about 2 meows for 800? I'll take it. Pin up the horse race at an idol concert? I'd hope so. How about the crate on my head? That's shiny. Formula Forts. Oh, I see. Is that like the 4th of July? Yes, Koningsdag is like the closest thing we have to a national holiday. Where like it's ostensibly the birthday of the king, but we're not celebrating the king. We're celebrating capitalism by having a nationwide flea market and wearing orange. So, yeah. Can keep my bones. Oh yeah, as long as they're outside of your body. I can put them in a bag for you if you want them. If you're gonna do a short stream tomorrow, will be Tsatsura game. I think it will be Mega Man. Because I'm not sure what I Tsatsu about. Just being USD to stretch. It is on both sides indeed. That's an angel. Yeah, I'm shiny right now. 1 meow plus 1 war is 500 fodder. Okay, okay. Koningsdag? No, Koningsdag. Bones outside of body are fine. Does this mean I could build a full exoskeleton? Yeah, that's okay. As long as the bones aren't inside of you, you know? That's okay. That's okay. Let's say hey. The fleas that you grow in the body because you did. There's no fleas on the flea markets. The fleas go to the market to buy things. You know. The fleas, like, you know, hop around and buy stuff. It's a market for fleas, not with fleas. They're not for sale. Actually, have you guys ever been to a flea circus? Because I actually have. Like, at like, the kermis, like the fun fair in the Netherlands. Like, one time there was, like, a flea circus. Like, they they did actually have a stand with, like, you know, magnifying glasses and stuff. I've actually seen one. Yeah, they're real. I've actually been to a flea circus, yeah. Wish for that charming red hat that's not housing an important magical item on top. Oh, the one that with the like funny orange ball. Like 2000 bum fodder. Yeah, like the one in Psychonauts too, basically. They're not just a cartoon gag, those actually wear a thing. Like, I wonder if I can find a picture of one. Flea circus. Yeah, they were a real thing. My kermis didn't have those. They did actually have them. Like those were a thing back in the day. Like they were very small, but you just kind of had like a magnifying glass, and then you. I think the flea market's actually free markets. That actually makes more sense when you think about it. But then again, it's not actually free. Okay, nothing of cooldown costs 500 fodder. You have to like. That's a shame. That's a shame. How much for the unique regional Pikachu? Oh, that one's not for sale. It's just browsing. But yeah, here, flea circus. Hey DJ, hey. They had those things. They're out there. Actually, like, what do you call it? Like the in the Netherlands we still have like the orgel music. Like outside. No, not the what do you call the outside orgels? Dry orgel? Yeah, like these are, at least they used to still be relatively common. You have to meet along Licorice being sold during festivals. Oh yeah, they do. At least I used to see this in like Haarlem and Amsterdam and stuff all the time. What them too? Yeah, draaiorgel. You know, the ones that have like the music on the old-fashioned ones where you put like the music on the big sheet of paper with the punch holes in it, and then you turn it with your hands and you spin it, and then the music comes out. Yeah, those are still a thing in the Netherlands. You still see them around often enough. And Museum in Utrecht has a bunch of them. Hell yeah, let's go. It's free that the sense. Oh yeah, everybody's free to sell there. That's true. That's true. 1 meow plus 1 more. That's orgel, baby. Draaiorgel. I've only seen one a few times. They used to be. I'm not sure about these days, but I know they used to be relatively common. They have kind of cool designs. There's like a lot of different designs, you know. It's a halo part of the outfit. No, I just thought it would look cool. I just thought it would look cool. It's technically separate, but I think It kind of matches, right? It just wasn't very Dutch for the Dutch karaoke. How much for your hair? Not for sale. Quite or good the Barbarie. And my emo hair, I always have been. Kenko said. I sorry, switch. Blue Archive collab character, the most toony one of all of them. It's not a phase, Mom. I'm Dark Angel, protecting humanity, despite the lack of appreciation I get. Wait, I look too dorky with my glass on. There we go. Now I'm the Dark Angel. Humanity better be glad I'm there for them. Humanity better listen. Be grateful. Need the wings, right? Don't put my glasses back on, oi! I'm blue archiving over here. Outfit, but in the early 2000s anime art style with the wings and the blingy fur. So I think I actually do have some wings. I think I can. I think I could actually shapeshift some wings real quick. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah. There you go. And then hold on. Can add more. Okay, little extra code. No! 1 second. I can improve this. And then we'll deal with summer. These are a bit harder to line up, unfortunately. Maybe if I just spin myself into them. There we go. Oh. Yeah. Uh-oh. Flapper is loose. Like I said, these are a bit harder to align. There we go. It's definitely a good look, right? Don't steal my flapper. Oh, oops. Don't steal my flapper. The flapper is mine. It's just the face buns. Don't worry. It gets rotated. Don't worry. It's just the face. Did you get taller? Maybe. The great things I was creating the amazing island back in the day. I'm just a chimera, you know. I'm just a funny demon slug. Oops. Oh, these demon wings are hard to like keep on. 1 second. I'll put them on the sides. Right. There is more. There we go. Now you will be truly a 13-year-old to see. There we go. And then if I do like this, can have like some wings of darkness, you know. There we go. Some wings of light and darkness. You Benjamin. Hold on. If I do that. There we go. No head for Kobe. Yeah, fake junior. Look, I'm working on it. Magnus is exposed. No. I've got plenty of tags covered here though, yeah. Oh. Okay. I think yeah, this is the best we're gonna I'd normally do this night serpent. Heaven and hell have kicked me out. How fast can I fly? So fast my wings will fall off. Much too fast. If I start flying now, it would be dangerous for everybody involved, I think. There we go. Just gotta watch out for the windows, yeah. Okay, okay. Full Junie. Complete. Close enough, close enough. Probably be dangerous to, yes, I think it would be dangerous to you guys, because you guys might get hit in the crossfire, so. You can fly with the flapper like tails, oh definitely. Anyway, I think it's, yeah, it was the touch for a moment, it does that sometimes, don't worry. Blue Archive sponsorship incoming. Hey Blue Archive! Of you that single black wing, hell yeah. Moments flying fast and lights that you always live in the darkness. That's right. That's right. Well, I think I'll probably end it here at a timely manner for once before my singing lessons. I hope you guys feel very informed about the Netherlands. Enjoy your flea markets. Enjoy your garage sale. There will be a stream tomorrow. It might start an hour earlier, like I mentioned, if I wake up in time. So that the stream won't be too short, because I have to go rescue the dittos in the evening. So, there will be stream, but it might be short, and maybe it will start sooner. Okay. Okay? Okay. Thank you all for coming. To all the luckers, thank you for lurking, and if you're watching the VOD, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. To all the ones going to bed, kiss you on the forehead, if sleep news, and those staying up, have a good rest of your day. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye 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 bye. Bye bye.